Hey, what's up, Theo? How's it going? Yeah, first there, first here. Thumbs up. No, we're getting just rain. It's just been raining today. That's all. We're gonna get rain, and that's it. We're not gonna get any snow. It doesn't look like any snow. Uh, and then after tomorrow's supposed to go up to 50 degrees. Right now we're getting rain. It's supposed to go up to I think 58 degrees, and then um Christmas Eve, Saturday, Sunday is gonna drop. It's gonna get really, really cold. The high is only gonna be in the 20s Fahrenheit. So imagine what that is in Celsius. So it's gonna plummet, and yeah, the temperatures are really gonna drop over the. Yeah, we're only getting rain right now. So that's always the case because I'm near New York City. We're near the water here, the Atlantic. So it's like you guys way up north, you guys always get hit with all that stuff. Like Buffalo. Buffalo always gets hit with all that stuff. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How's it going? Yeah. So I mean, gas. Natural gas. Yeah. We have a gas furnace. Yeah. I'm trying to refresh this thing. This shit. Yeah, shortwave schedule. I don't know. Sometimes shortwave schedule when I load it, shortwaveschedule.com, it doesn't load the whole, you know, everything that's playing. It stops. I hate when it does that. I like to use what is it? Short-wave.info. That's good too. The one that Jules recommends, I use that one sometimes, but I like using this one. It's just easy, just simple. But I hate it when sometimes it doesn't load the way I want it to load. So let me turn that off for a second. So I got two people watching. You guys were watching, and yeah, Theo. Last Tuesday, I know you was on, and then I my internet had a hiccup, but I came right back. Because sometimes even though I have internet, it still hiccups once in a while. So yeah, gas furnace. We thought about switching to oil heat, but so far gas furnace is it's pretty good. It's not super expensive. Yeah, internet has hiccup as well. Yeah, I think everybody's internet hiccups. I don't think there's, like I said last time, there's no 100% reliable internet. I think too we're at the point now that a lot of people do streaming. Um, a lot of people do streaming. I mean, today was the first time in a while that I actually watched regular TV. I had just finished watching a documentary. It was on it's called the Story Channel. It's not over the air. It's part of the MeTV channels. So it's a sub channel. It's called the Story Channel. I guess it's like the History Channel, the way it used to be, but now it's over the air. It's called the Story Channel. Since 11 o'clock this morning. I was watching about the Clintons, about the affair. The whole thing that happened with Bill Clinton. So I was watching the whole thing. I'm just watching it, and it just finished. 3:30 just finished. The Clinton affair is called, and I was just watching that, and over the year I was like, wow, this remind me of the History Channel, the way it used to be. So it's pretty cool. I was like, man, free TV over the air now. They have those channels. It's called the Story Channel. Over here is on channel 33 and 37. 33 point, I forgot what it is. Anyway, it was all my God, I'm getting a nose itch all of a sudden. Wow, I just sat in this chair and I'm getting a nose itch. I'm gonna have to clean. I'm gonna have to wipe down this room sooner because I'm getting dust. DOT. Snow expected here in Toronto tonight and tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so far we're not getting anything. And I keep checking too. Let me just check right now. Maybe I haven't checked. I checked it this morning. Let me see. AccuWeather app. Let me see what it tells me. Because some people are mentioning that we might get a storm. See, all we're getting is rain. We're getting coastal flood warning though, so we're getting a lot of rain. And then let me go to hourly. It's gonna rain hourly. It's gonna rain all night. Yeah, it's gonna rain all night. All night and tomorrow until. Okay, I gotta add now. So it's gonna rain all night until tomorrow. At let me see. It's gonna rain all night. Yeah, all night. I'm getting rain until tomorrow afternoon. Then it's gonna get cold, and then that's it. So we're only gonna get rain. All we're getting is rain. So just rain all day today and tomorrow. And tomorrow, early afternoon should be over. So I guess whatever storm it is, the outer band that is coming over here because our temperature is above. Right now it's around 45 degrees or so. It's way above freezing, so it's not gonna turn into snow. It's just rain. And DOT. I should say what keep saying TOT. Steel. You're the only Theo I know. Theo. We have gas here also, but I always love the nice wood. Yeah, that would be nice. Wood stove oven. Yeah, but I live in a 2-story. It's a 2-story and the basement. So we have the old, steam, the radiator. So it's gassy. I mean, it's gas boiler, but of course, it boils the water and it goes through the pipes. So it's steam. So it's steam basically. I have one right here. I have a radiator back right here. It goes all the way over there. But I'm blocking it with my speaker and all that. But it doesn't get really warm down here that much. Hey, Glenn. Hello, Glenn Dansler. Hi from South Carolina. 14 degrees this weekend. Coldest since 1883. We are not prepared for that in the deep south. Yeah, I know it's going to drop over the weekend. Starting tomorrow night, it's going to dip. So you're going to feel it down there too. Wow. Because over here it's going to be the Saturday, the high is going to be around 20, 24. The low is going to be like 11, something like that. It was that's cold. But, I mean, it's been colder than that, but that's cold. Anytime you get below 32 in the 20s, it's getting cold, especially if it gets windy. Because then you're talking about wind chill. And so, yeah, cold weather. I mean, it's that time of year, Christmas. And then after that, we got to bring in the new year. So, but I can't complain too much. I mean, we have, like I said, the last few years, we haven't had a real snowy winter. Um, you know, yeah, Theo. You run your radios on electric power or to? No, everything is on electric. I don't have no, I don't, of course, like, the CB, of course, has a power supply. Of course, when I bring in the Zygu, when I hook it up here, that's gonna have its own power supply, DC power that needs. All these radios are, these right here, they're all plugged in, obviously. The other ones only the portables. I just have batteries on them, and that's it. But I don't have like a 12-volt battery or anything. You know. In the future, I am thinking about a project, and it's because of when I had a power outage a few years ago, like 3 years ago. I was thinking about putting a solar panel on the garage roof, just a small solar panel, just to power up, you know, uh, I'm thinking about it, but let's see. Because I want to like start putting up solar panels. But of course, with the solar panel, from what I heard, some of them do bring noise. So yeah, Theo. Hope there's not a stupid none. There's no stupid question. There's never a stupid question. So it's not. Um, but when I turn my laptop, I get insane interference on my PL660 right next to it. Yeah, 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 that happens to me in the boiler room. I have what I put next to it. The other day I did that. Well, my laptop, even when I had the laptop here, and I had my radio next to it, yeah, I get a lot of noise. Yeah, whenever I use my portable, I don't have it next to the computer. But my laptop, it happens with my laptop, which I'm not using now. I'm using this is a desktop that I'm using, but yeah, I do get that. I get that with a few of my radios. Not only any mostly any portable. I think all my portables that happen to me. So it is an issue, but normally if I'm listening to my portable, I'm not using I'm not on the computer anyway. You know, so it's gonna happen because I guess the noise from the power supply of the laptop, of course the fan, it has a motor inside because the fan is spinning, and yeah, I get noise. I got noises down there. I'm trying to think of what else I got noise from. Of course, my phone. My phone emanates a lot of noise if I put it next to a radio, especially when I'm recording when I'm recording medium wave like DX, and I have my phone. If it's really low, like if the DX signal comes in strong, I can record from a certain distance and I'm okay. But if it's low, like if the DX is a really low, I'm getting a low signal, and I try to put the camera I try to put the phone too close, I get interference like crazy. That's why there's sometimes I have a DX, but I can't record it with my phone. My phone emanates a lot of interference, you know. So if I'm DXing, if it's something like Zoomer radio, which is loud and it's strong signal, I can put it right there. I can have my phone at a certain distance. Say this is the radio, right? Say this is the radio right here. I could be about this distant, and it won't be no noise. But when I have a low audio DX that's distant, that is hard to get it loud, and I want to get close up so I can hear it, this thing will kill it. The noise flow goes way up and it kills the signal. So there's sometimes I can't record with this phone. I have a Nikon, a D what is it 5100. I should use that one more often because that one, at least if I use the Nikon, he doesn't bring noise to my portable. I got itch now. What's going on with me today? But with my phone, if I try to record like radio, especially medium wave DX, this phone it'll bring the radio will get noisy like crazy, you know. So sometimes I can't. There's sometimes I try to record a DX, and if I get too close to the radio, that's it. Meh, it kills it. So there's a lot of things I interfere with, with radio. You know. So usually, like right now, even the boiler running, I feel like sometimes it's bringing in a little bit of noise. You know, every once in a while, this is what I do, Theo, too. I know you shouldn't do this, but some people, I done it every once in a while. I turned off everything in the basement. If I'm gonna like say I'm gonna stay up all night, I want to listen to DX catches. I start turning off everything. Boom, 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 boom. and just to see if the noise flow drops. And it drops a little bit, it drops a little more. If I want to go extreme, I just hit the breaker and shut off the. But I haven't done that in a couple of years. If I do DXing, I usually start late, like 11 o'clock at night. Like when I make a lot of these videos that I have the portable, and I'm in the boiler room and I'm listening to Cuban, like Cuban station or something. That's late. That's like after midnight. A lot of it is after midnight. Same thing with SDR. If I'm doing DX like that, it's after midnight. That's when you really get the good stuff. You know. And then with the SDR, same thing. Usually after 11 o'clock, I start recording. I do the SDR one has the record feature. So I'll start like 2 minutes before the top of the hour to 2 minutes after the top of the hour. I'll let it record. I'll let it record the spectrum. And then I can listen to it later on. And I usually find some good stuff. That's what I've been doing lately with the SDR. I've just been recording. I used to stay up all night and just listen, but I stopped doing that because I record now. But with the portable, that's what I have to do. I have to stay up. I stay up. I stay up late. I listen to stuff. It's just lately I haven't done that because we had so much noise because of all the Christmas lights. So after the New Year, probably a couple of days after the New Year, when everybody takes off their lights, I'm gonna go back to the boiler room and start recording. I'm gonna see if I can listen to some DX. I want to try this radio especially. I haven't done videos on this radio. Let me get the radio. Let me get this radio. I want to reach for it. I don't want to be okay. There you go. Good. Yeah. So I bought this radio, and I bought this radio. When it was I bought this radio? I think a couple of years ago already. And I listened to it in the boiler room, but I haven't done videos on it yet. So I need to do videos on this radio. And maybe do a review on this radio. This is the C Crane CC Radio EP. Not the Pro, the original, the EP. This is with the twin coil. I forgot how much I paid for it. I think I paid about $50-something on eBay. It's in pretty good condition. Almost mint condition. The guy that was selling it. I kept looking and looking. Finally, I got a good price on one, and I pulled the trigger, and I bought this a couple of years ago. But I haven't done videos on it. I have like a couple of videos. I have one video on TikTok with this radio. Let me see. Let me go down here. Theo, you listen to the police scanner at all lately? Yeah, I listen to it all the time. I listen to Airband too. I listen to it. Because I check about it to see, I check about it. Elmer Time, good afternoon, Jeff. AD7LN from on Hayden Island, 24 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's kind of cold for up there. High wind snow scheduled to start at 7 p.m. and last of 3 days. Wow, you're getting hit. I gotta look at this with the Weather Channel because this storm gotta be like humongous. John, I'm gonna say, yeah, John. What's up, John K? I can't pronounce your last name. I don't know. What's up, John? Oh, Elmer Time. I want one of those. They are supposed to be. Yeah, they're supposed to be a great DX radio. It is. It is a great, good DX radio. No, John. I don't have a digital scanner. They analog. I have 2 analog scanners. Do you have a DMR or B25? No, I don't have digital. I would like to get a digital scanner one day, but I don't want to pay top dollar for one. Yeah, I don't want to pay top dollar for one because I get enough signals around here. You live nearby. You live in the tri-state. I still get a lot of signals. So, because digital scanner is more expensive, and I'm still learning this one, the Let me put this radio over here for a minute. Because let me show you the other one. Okay, it's stuck right there with the cord. Okay. See, this one I have, but this is not a digital scanner, it's an analog scanner. But this one, I'm still learning this one. Okay, let alone, come on, focus, bro. I think it's not focusing because my hand is shaking so much. Anyway, so yeah, this one. I don't even have it switched on. Okay, let me see. There you go. 3 pants and a mask. That's the police. NYPD. Alright, that's the 485, you guys. Alright, 4. Switch alarm to traffic ICP. ICP. Hey, all personnel doing out. I'm posted at the time. Alright, 10-4. Yeah. So that one, I'm still learning that one. So for me to get a digital scan, that's a whole lot of other learning I have to go through. Let me go up here. Yeah, it's a good AM DX radio. SDR works. Oh, John, SDR works good with DSD plus. Yeah. Bobby knows about that. I don't use the. That's one thing about my SDR. I don't do scanner stuff. I should, but I don't. I don't do scanner stuff on SDR. When I want to listen to scanner and stuff, like anything above like VHF and so on, I just put on my scanners. So Elmer Tom, I have a BCD 436 HP scanner that does most all digital voice voice. What is wrong with me? Voice modes except for D-Star and System Fusion. Oh, cool. John, I was gonna say Claymos, but anyway, I keep John. He's gonna call you John. NYPD is light, okay. Theo, our highway patrol went to P25 too, but our local police is encrypted. Yeah, a lot of yeah, I mean it's happening all over the place. They're all going digital. I mean, so far, even Yonkers police, I thought they were gonna go digital. The local police here is not digital. I mean, of course, there's probably some areas where it's digital. Even the NYPD, a lot of it is still analog, but there's a lot of it that's digital too. Like I'm sure but what I mostly listen to in the NYPD is the patrol, like at the precinct level. So whatever local precincts, that's what I pick up, and the dispatch, citywide dispatch. That's all I pick up. I don't pick up anything like because police has a lot of things like intelligence, anti-terrorism. That you're not gonna hear. You're not gonna hear all that. So of course that's you're not gonna hear. But I pick up like the local, like the handheld local stuff. Well, you just heard that's probably the dispatch calling the local precinct, that frequencies of local precinct, and that's what you hear. That's what I hear. You know. So right now it's like probably like I want to say like 7 to 10 frequencies I listen to. I mean it's still a lot. It's still pretty good. Because remember NYPD is a lot bigger police department. It's probably the biggest police department in this country, right? So I'm gonna listen to a lot of it. Now, of course, if I live somewhere else and I couldn't, then yeah, I'll be bummed out about that. I think in their case, they're not going all digital yet because I think it will cost too much money. I think that's the main thing. I think also it's the transparency thing. I don't know why. I thought about it. I wonder why they haven't went all digital yet. Same thing with EMS. I listen to EMS, ambulance, EMS, paramedic. I listen to fire department. Your fire department cannot be encrypted. Is it encrypted to the fire department? I enjoy listening to the fire department too. It's not only police, but you can listen to other stuff. I enjoy listening to the railroad. I can hear the MTA. When they're on the train yards in the Bronx. I can hear the train, the conductors talking over the. I pick up some of that too, the railroad stuff. Marine band. I pick up some boating. Over here by the Hudson, I pick up boating. There's a lot you can listen to. I know police. I know a lot of people just want to hear the police, but there's a lot of stuff I listen to. I listen to air band, of course. I heard the railroad. I enjoy listening to the railroad stuff. I like railroad stuff. So yeah. What I paid for this one? I think it was $111, but I bought an open box. It's not brand new. Both of the scanners that I bought on Amazon, they were open box. For this one, I paid $60. Let me see. So this one, I paid $60. I paid about $64, I think it was. And then for this one, I paid about $111. I bought an open box. I didn't want to buy a brand new one and pay top dollar for it. I bought an open box, and because Amazon got a return policy on it, and they're working. I had it for a few years already, so you don't have to buy brand new either. You can buy an open box. No, you're not talking much, Theo. Let me go down here. Oh, what's up, Keegan? And hello, in Northwest Arkansas, 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, you guys are cold. Snow this morning, early afternoon here. Wow, Keegan, that's cold. 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, man, I'm lucky that we haven't had any of that yet. Right now, tomorrow's gonna go to 58, and then it's gonna drop tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is gonna drop. It's gonna get cold. And then Theo deleted the message. Because you asked about the Air Spy, right? Oh, you said get the. No, I don't. I have the RSPdx. That's pretty good. I don't need the Air Spy R2. I got and I have the Air Spy HF. I have this one. I have this Air Spy HF Discovery Plus, and I have the RSPdx. And I have this one, the RSPdx. So I'm good. I'm good in the SDR department. That's the one you have, the R2. Exactly, Theo. You're fine. It's okay. Got 10 people watching. Thank you. Let me see. Well, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. If the police goes encrypted, no scanner will unencrypt. Yeah. Usually, when they encrypt, you cannot unencrypt it. But like I said, I've been fortunate. I mean, I New York City Police Department I picked up. Over here, I picked up Yonkers Police Department. I also picked up Westchester County Police Department. I also picked up New Jersey State Troopers right across the Hudson. I picked that up, like Highway Patrol. What else I picked up around here? Of course, Yonkers Fire Department, New York City Fire Department. New York City EMS. Out here, I picked up the Yonkers EMS, which is Empress. It's called Empress. I picked up Yonkers EMS. I picked up, I think, Larchmont, which is further up, Westchester County. I picked up, I believe it was police department also, Larchmont, Ardsley. That's another, it's further up. I picked up a few, you know. Mount Vernon, I picked up a couple of things from Mount Vernon. It depends where you live at. I mean, of course, the high when you're dealing with VHF, UHF, the higher you put the antenna, the better. Especially there's nothing around that's, we have trees. I wish I could put my disco higher. You know, let me go down here for a minute then. So yeah. How much time? Yes, Motorola is a way for receiving encrypted. I hear there is some programs that work with SDR. Yeah. No, I heard some, but um, you know, I I'm not. That's not most of the part I'm not into. I don't want to be decrypting stuff like that. Some people like that stuff, and that's fine. I just want to listen to it. Sometimes I just want to listen. I don't want to be trying to unencrypt stuff, especially police stuff. Most of the police stuff you're gonna hear is kind of boring. It's the usual stuff. Every once in a while, then something major like a shooting or something. Something really bad. But most of the time, it's you know, uh, you know, either what they call EDP, emotionally disturbed person, or somebody disorderly. That type of stuff. That's what you got police stuff. You know, things like that. A lot of it is that. A lot of it is stuff that happens all the time, and that's in New York City. If I lived in Chicago, it'd probably be a little more active because I know Chicago. If you go to the website Broadcastify, they're usually on the top 5 active um stream for police. Chicago police is usually up there because it's crazy. There's a lot more crime over there than it is here. Even though crime is up there too, but not as bad as some other places. You know. But yeah, I can't see myself decoding and all that stuff. That's not my thing anymore. Not my thing anymore. So, and no, Theo, you're not talking too much. Keegan DX says sunny here now. Okay. John, AirSpy R2 is $150. You can get it all done. Yeah, I know the AirSpy is well, you need a good PC, yeah. Well, I mean, you need something that's at least, like I have my notebook 10 years old. I could still listen to the SDR. It's fine. I could still listen to them. I think more is if you want to record, then you need more. Or if you want to display, but a 10 year I have a 10-year-old laptop. It works fine with it. So I don't know how much more you need for the AirSpy R2. And Elmer time, we welcome conversation about anything radio. Theo, you're just like, yep, yeah, you're fine. And John, yes, I have them too. Too good for HF. Okay. And thank you for the like. And John, R2 is good for trunking. Okay. Yeah, the RSP, the RSPD, the same thing. There's plugins and stuff like that. And plus, I could also use it with the SDR Sharp. I could also use it with other SDR software. And now when they come out with the SDR Connect, I don't know how that's gonna be like. Hopefully, because I know SDR Sharp has the most plugins out of all the software programs. SDR, That's why people like the SDR Sharp, because that one has the most plugins compared to for example, SDR Uno, right? SDR Uno, they just started adding plugins. So, but you can use this with other SDR software. You don't have to use SDR Uno. So SDR Sharp has a lot of plugins. That's one thing about SDR Sharp. And a lot of it is free. I think most of them are free. So that's what I like about SDR Sharp. They do have a lot of plugins. You know, they have a lot. And of course, I have this one. That I can still use this one too. For that stuff, I can use this one too. A lot of people use this one, John. For for a lot of that stuff, I go to the Facebook group. A lot of people still use this for a lot of stuff. You know, this is very popular. This is the most popular out of all of this. The most popular. You know, for me, I like HF. I like I like shortwave. I like medium wave. That's why for me, this is not gonna cut it. But for everything else, you could use this, and you're good. You know. Let me go down here. Yes, I have them too. Good for HF. Okay, and R2 is good for trunking. Okay. John, I need a good laptop. Where can I get one for low cost? Well, uh, I would try Amazon if you got a membership with Amazon. If you got the Prime thing, I would try Amazon. Um, Walmart. Walmart usually has good. eBay. I don't know about eBay because of now you're dealing with some sellers. You know, um, I would do Amazon first because I have Prime, so I would do Amazon first or Walmart. Walmart. I was looking at a computer the other day on Walmart when I was looking for one, but then I have this one, and I said, let me try this one for streaming. This one's working out, but I had this one would have failed on me. I was gonna buy a new computer from Walmart. I already had it on the cart. It was kind of like and they were on sale. I wait till they're on sale, and then I will, So Walmart too. Yeah, I get Walmart. What I won't get no more is HP. I won't get no more HP laptops. I'm done with them because I had one, two. Let me see, one, two. We have 4 HP laptops, and 3 out of the 4 has that issue with the screen. It goes black. No, not black. Excuse me. It turns that when you open it and you boot it up, the whole screen is white or light blue or whatever, and it stays like that for a few minutes. Then the picture starts coming out. And I had one of them that the screen went dead. One laptop, the screen went black completely, went dead. And now when it boots up, but it went dead. The screen. So I don't like HP laptops. I don't like HP laptops. And I have one. And that one I get that issue. When I turn it on, the screen stays white for a while or whatever color. Usually it's a light blue, like a sky blue. It'll stay on like that for a couple of minutes. And then I guess when the computer warms up, the screen comes back up. Yeah. That guy, I forgot his name. He calls it horrible product. He's a tech guy. He's on YouTube. I think it's John Holtzman, something like that. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. This guy is funny. He does installs and all that. So he talks about HP. He's a horrible product. That's what it stands for him. Horrible product. And I agree. HP, I'm not crazy. Now the desktop is okay. I have a server here, HP, is okay. But the laptops, I will not buy any more laptops for HP. I'm done with them. If you're gonna get a laptop, get a Lenovo or Dell. Dell's okay. I had Dells and they lasted a long time. But I would stay away from HP. Just stay away from stay away from, or Acer. If you could get an Acer, Acer is okay. But no HP, forget. I'm done with them. For laptops, I'm done with them. Nope. They always had issues with the screen. Yeah, I can only imagine. All right, let me go back up here. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Oh, let me go. Actually, let me do the. Oh, another thing. Live chat. Okay, so now it's expanded. Now I have to go back here and check all the stuff that I missed because that's another thing about the. If I put top chat, I don't get every message. If I put live chat, I get every message. So I have to scroll down a little bit. Okay, because I didn't want to miss anything. And let me go down here. I didn't want to miss anything for earlier. Trying to go down here. Okay, I'm up to. Okay, Elmer time. Yes, me too. If something is encrypted, I just move on and listen to something else. There's always good radio content around me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm not. That's why I don't care about digital scanner because if it gets to the point where I only can listen to a couple of frequencies, I'm gonna spend like $500 on a scanner. No, I'm done with that. Then to me, it's not gonna be worth it for me. You know, that's why I'm still learning this one. You know, I'm learning this one. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is not a turn it on and that's it. No, you have to set this up. And I haven't done what Leo said. Leo, he said Leo, not Theo's Leo. I think Theo was the one that told me that Radio Reference, right? If I have a membership with Radio Reference, and I think it was you was the one that mentioned a couple of years ago that I could get the database for my local area and just download and put it here. I have a database. I think you have to be like a premium member of Radio Reference or something. But I haven't even got around to that. I'm still learning the basics of this. Imagine. The other one is, this one you can just turn it on, and this one I recommend this one for any beginner. Turn it on and that's it, you off. You could just use it right away. This one you have to set it up. You have to set up and then you can start using it. So this one's a bigger learning curve. When I went from this to this, yeah, that's a big learning. I'm still learning this. I can't make a video on a full review on this radio yet. I can't because there's too much stuff. There's too much stuff to learn about that. Theo, he okay. Kicking the X, I haven't gourmet hatch green chilies. My God, what are flies flying over here? Wrapped in corn husk. Wow, that sounds good. From Texas Tamale Company, apple juice from RW Knudsen Family Brand. Well, enjoy your meal. Jim's Radio Check. Good afternoon. 6 degrees and snowing. Okay, wow, 6 degrees and wow. And then he's over here talking, yeah, man, talking to each other here. Okay. And of course, I'm gonna say he's waiting for the storm to roll in. Everybody got a storm and or snow. I'm over here with rain. We just raining. And this morning I went out there to check on the NFED. It's still up, no problem. James ready check. As the night goes on, the wind's supposed to gust up to 50 miles an hour, and I have a lot of blowing snow. Wow. Kicking DS, I got all my laptops, my laptop PCs over the years from Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. Get it from Walmart. I would not go to Best Buy. Avoid Best Buy. That's another place. Avoid Best Buy. I don't like when it comes to computers, because they try to sell you everything. They try, we're gonna give you a antivirus, and they want to charge you other. No, just give me the. I tried to buy a laptop from there, and I walked out. They lost me as a customer years ago. I went in there and I said, how much for the laptop? He couldn't just say the price. He had to say, oh, but if you get it with this, 1 year service plan. I don't want none of that. I'm a tech guy. I don't need you to service my laptop. I can do it myself. I've been doing it for 30 years. I'm a tech guy. I just launched a tech channel. I don't want to pay somebody to fix my computer. I can fix it myself. I built computers when nobody was building them. My second computer, I built it myself. I didn't buy it. I bought all the parts and I built it myself. I bought an empty case. I bought a motherboard. I was building computers before anybody was making videos on building computers. That's how far back I went. So this guy's trying to sell me an antivirus. I said, I don't want antivirus. I don't want none of that stuff. How much is a laptop with Windows in it? That's it. He couldn't even give me a price. I walked out. I said, you know what? I'm not coming here no more. I'm not buying laptops from trying to upsell you everything. No. I don't like that. I don't like when people try to upsell you. Like, because they don't make money on the computer. They want you to go to the sign up with a membership, to get a service updates. Oh, I don't want none of that. No. Yeah. Asa was okay. So let's stay away from Asa then. I thought Asa was okay. I thought it was pretty good. But I haven't had Acer computers in a long time. I think the only Acer I have is a little nip. What's it called? The little what do you call that? The little one though. What do you call that? I forgot the name of it. Wow. Anyway, that's the only Acer I have. The little one, and it works fine. But it's old. And my first desktop was an Acer. When I had a 286 computer, I had a 286. That was my first IBM compatible PC that I bought back in 1993. I want to say 94, 93, I think it was. Yeah, around 93-ish. I bought that one. It was an Acer, 286. I had it for like a year, then I sold it. And I went from 286 to 386. That's the one I built. The second computer, I built it myself. I bought a book on how to build your own PC, and I went step by step, and I built my own computer with a big case. It had a tower case. I built it myself. It was a 386. It was an SX, not a DX. It was a 386 SX. I think it was running at 16 megahertz or something like that, if I remember. I think it had 4 megabytes of RAM. If I remember, I think it was 4 megabytes of RAM, which was pretty good at the time. And that's what I had. And I built it. Nope, sorry. Let me go over here. Okay, this mouse pad is way out there. Okay. Oh, my nose is itching so much. My God, I really need to clean this room up. I think I'm gonna do it over the next few days. Cause my son is gonna go stay over the somewhere with my sister-in-law. So I might be home alone in the house in this weekend. On Christmas, I'm gonna be home alone most likely. Which I don't mind, My son wants to go see them. So let me go down here. Doing well. Okay. Okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted to catch up. Okay, there you go. Oh my God. It just jumped up. Okay, there you go. Sorry. My screen just jumped. So Keegan says, I got all my laptop PCs over the years. Okay. No, wait a minute. I read all that. It should be down here. What? Okay. Elmer time. Laughing my, you know what, off. HP computer should be all thrown in the nearest river swamp. Yeah, but don't throw them in the river. You don't want to pollute the river. But I agree that HP's I mean, so far the server's okay. I have an HP server, but HP laptops, I just stay away from them. I had too many. It's not one instance. Every laptop I had that was HP, they had an issue with the screen. All of them. So it's a pattern. They make bad. They make bad laptop screens, and two of them, the computer went dead completely. Just failed, like hard drive failure or something. And I never had issues like that with any other maker. Always HP. Always HP. I have an HP desktop in the other room that's faster than this one, and I don't want to use that one here because I know that one's gonna fail one day. It's just sitting over there collecting dust, and it's faster than this one, and I won't use that one. This is an i5, that's an i7, and I won't use that one. I said no, it's faster, but I won't use that one because that one was my wife's, and it failed, and I had to fix it. I fixed it, but I don't like that one. It's not reliable. So I get it. HP, I'm telling you, HPs, they always have issues. That guy says horrible product. That's what HP stands for. Horrible product. King and DX, I got a Dell in December 2009, still works. And Acer 2016 crashed in July 2019. HP in 2019. I'm the one I'm typing in now. Okay. Yeah. I have Dells that go way back to early 2000. They're upstairs in the second floor. They're in a closet. They still work. You know, I have a Dell laptops. Dell laptop that still works. Like Pentium, Celeron, Pentium M processor, old, and they still work. They don't have no issues. My HP, I got it. The screen is. I got the issue with the screen. I'm telling you, I stay away from the HP stuff. You know what? You know what? The one thing that make good printers. I give them credit for that. They make good printers. I think that's where they first started. I think that's how they started in tech. They were good in printers, and then they expanded. I think that's because I remember them from printers. Of course, when they merged with Compaq, of course they make servers. I didn't know they make servers, and then until last few years, and I saw okay, they make servers. I heard the servers are okay, but I bought that on eBay for nothing. It was like cheap. But yeah, printers. I think they're known for printers, especially when they had the laser printers. Keegan DX says Acer it was my worst experience. Okay, was the worst in my experience. Okay, could be different now. I don't know. No, because I haven't had Acer in a long time, but I see people have Acer. I think Jills has a Acer laptop. I think his gaming. He has a gaming laptop for his live stream. I think it's Acer. So I'm surprised. I thought Acer was better. Elmer time, 80% of the public service here is in the Northwest has gone digital voice. Only a small percentage of police here has gone encrypted. Okay. Theo, my first was a Pentium 100. Okay. Yeah. No, my first IBM computer was a 286. That was my first IBM computer. That was around 1993. I went to computer school. After I came back from California, because originally I was gonna go to jet engine aircraft mechanic school. After I got out of the Air Force, and then I went to computer school, and with the money I got from the VA, I got my VA check. I spent about $1,200 on that computer. I remember. I bought it with a monitor, with a 14-inch monitor, 286. It was a 286 running Windows 3.1. 3.1. Yeah, Windows 3.1. I think it was Windows 3.1 or 3-zip. I think it was just Windows 3. I think it was 3.1. Because I even bought the Windows 3. I get the big floppies. It was like 7 of them, 7 floppies to install Windows. And it had a hard drive. And I bought it with a hard drive too. I bought it with I forgot what it was. 40 megabyte hard drive. Was it 40 megabytes or 80? I think it was 80 megabyte hard drive when I bought it. 3.1, no. Once you install 3.1, it boots up. It booted up in Windows. It boots up in Windows. It was when you install it, it had you got a hard drive. Of course, they were like bigger hard drives, like 3.5, the same. You know, you boot it off the first floppy, then you do the installation. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to run Windows. I had it set up to once I install Windows on the hard drive, when it boots up, it will boot into Windows. But before that, yeah, I used DOS. Like I remember before that I had DOS. I remember when I had DOS 5. I remember DOS when my friend had it. He had DOS. But I remember DOS 5. I remember DOS 6, and then DOS 6.22, and then Windows. But when I bought my computer, I was already using Windows. That's what I learned in school. That's what I went to school for. I was learning DOS and Windows. And then so when I bought my computer, I wanted Windows. I put Windows in there. I bought the floppies and I put Windows. And then I started buying Windows games. And then, but I wasn't still on the internet. It was just Windows, but no internet. And then I saw that when I went to the 386. Now one again, Windows. And then 1995, I went to 486. I had a 486. Then I put Windows 95 on that one. I tried to put Windows 95 on top of Windows 3. That failed. I bought the stupid upgrade CD. That failed. So I had to wind up buying the whole version of Windows 95. And I wiped that out and I put it clean and it worked. But it was crashing a lot. I would get the blue screen a lot when I tried to upgrade it. It was from the 486 that I went to Pentium. That's when I went to the Pentium. Pentium, what it was, 66. I think it was a 66. King DX a Chromebook. I skipped. My God, I'm skipping now. Okay, sorry. Keegan the X, perhaps the Acer I had was a lower end, and it could have been. I don't know. I wish I had that 286 now, the Acer. That would have been a nice retro PC, but I sold it. I wish I had all my old PCs. They're all retro now. If you try to buy the case now, those old AT case, because these are ATX. All those computers are ATX. All the computers are now ATX. Back then it was AT. It was different. If you go on eBay try to buy AT case, they want to charge you an arm and a leg now. The value went up like crazy on that because of retro gaming. Sometimes retro gaming shoots himself on the foot. Retro gaming used to be a good kind of like if you're gonna get into retro gaming, do what I do. Don't buy the original stuff. It's too expensive. I don't do that no more. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy you know. If you're gonna do retro gaming, like I would do this. Just buy one of these systems. One of these clone systems that could play all these cartridges. That's it. Less than $200 right there. That's it. I wouldn't buy the original Super Nintendo. The original. You're gonna spend a lot of money. You're gonna spend a lot of money doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know, retro PC. If you could find one, if somebody throws one out one day or so, you can find one. But I wouldn't buy it on eBay. Hell no. You know, on a computer I would run DOSBox. DOSBox It's a program called DOSBox. Let's say it's an emulator. Or, VMware, whatever, run it under emulation. VirtualBox. That's another one. Virtual. I would just you run VirtualBox and then put DOS in there and then run the game in there. That's what I would do now. I wouldn't even invest on it. I wouldn't buy an old PC now. The only way I get an old PC, somebody give me one. That's it. But yeah, they went crazy. The prices went crazy on those things. I wish I had a 286 computer just to showcase and on my tech channel, but I'm not paying I'm not paying money for that. Elmer Time Radio Reference Database is free without signing up. It has been that way for many years. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Elmer. I thought you needed a premium membership. If that's the case, I'm going to sign up. I don't have an account with them either. I need to make an account with Radio Reference. I don't even have an account with them. I thought I had one, but I don't have one. I don't think I have one. But if that's true, then I'm gonna sign up. Because I thought you needed a premium membership to get that database. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm gonna look into that then. Jim's Radio Check. I got an Acer Google Book or whatever you call it. Chromebook. Yeah, Chromebook. Yeah, it's Chromebook. Jim's Radio Check. Your video looks a little grainy today. I don't know. Maybe it's probably maybe the lighting. Could be the lighting. I don't know. Maybe the lighting. I don't know. This. I don't know. I think this. I'm gonna eventually look into a new webcam because I think this one too. I don't know. I mean, it's been used a lot. My son used it when they did the remote learning for the whole year. So that webcam has been used a lot. So maybe it's going bad. I don't know. I mean, I've noticed that it says 1080p, but it looks more like 720. I don't know. But of course, I got all this lighting. I got light here. I got a light there. I got the ring light over here. And maybe I have too much light. I don't know. But if I try to take out one of these lights, then it looks really. If I shut up one of these lights, because I don't like it to be too bright. Me personally, I don't like brightness. I like to be. But if I do that, it'll really get grainy. So maybe it's the camera. Maybe it's this camera. I don't know. Because I messed with the settings. I had messed with the settings last week. I went there. The camera. There's a camera that has a software for the camera. I went in there. But this one only does 30 frames at 1080p. I would like to do 60 frames, but it doesn't do that. But I mean, for this type of streaming, it's okay. I mean, it does the job. But if I had to, I would probably get another one later on. I'll probably get a 4K one. Not that I want to do it in 4K, but at least 1080p with 60 frames. But right now, I don't need it because all I'm doing is talking. It's not like I'm doing gaming or anything, so it's not a big deal. I don't know. It could be. I notice sometimes it feels like it's grainy, but John, if I had all that stuff, I sell it and get an IC 7300. No. No, why? Why would I sell this old stuff? What's the fun of collecting radios? I mean, I could get, if I really wanted to, I could get an IC ICON 7300. If I really wanted to, I could. But I'm not gonna break the bank to get it. I'm not gonna break the bank to get it right now. I'll get it when I get it. It's like I mean, there's people out there that got really. I just saw a video. Diesel 1001. He just posted a video. He has an ICOM 9500. You know how much that radio costs? I'm not even gonna say the price. I'm gonna let Elmer post the price. ICOM 9500. I would love to have a radio like that, but I'm not gonna spend the whatever it costs. It's not gonna happen. I love the hobby, but there's a limit. To me, there's a limit how much I can spend. Because first of all, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. Um, and I enjoy listening with this radio as much as this radio sometimes. This $11 radio, I enjoy listening to it as much as this radio sometimes, or this radio. You know, I would love to have a FTDX 101 or whatever, but you know, and my wife just bought me the Yaesu, the Zygo G90. I haven't set it up here. I'm gonna set it up here. I'm gonna enjoy that as much as a 7300. You know, I think the 7300, yeah, is nice, but I have a lot of other radios I can enjoy. You know, the Keegan DX of my first HP laptop PC had a screen issue. See, screen issue. There you go. November 2021. Had that PC since 2019. So you only had it not even 2 years, and you had that issue where most of the screen developed a red hue, and I used the night light mode to offset that, and the screen went black. Yeah, I'm telling you, it always had an issue with the screens. I'm telling you, I had the screen replaced later on. Oh, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just not gonna use. I'm not gonna buy no more from them. You know, John had the right idea. Has the right idea. Yeah, Theo. Yes, 3.1. You needed to load DOS first. Well, yeah. When I first installed it, when you first installed it, yeah, it recommends that you have DOS running. I think it's DOS. When I had 3.1, I think they recommended you had at least 5. I had 6.2. Yeah, but when it boots up, once you set up Windows, you don't need DOS no more. You know, I mean, I shouldn't say you need DOS, because what happens is DOS runs under Windows. I don't know if that makes sense. Like when you go to command mode, or if you leave Windows, because Windows, you can leave Windows, exit Windows, and it goes back to the DOS prompt, to the prompt. So yeah. Man, why is my nose itching so much? Yeah. Let me go over here. Sorry. The one I'm typing in now. Okay. Oh my God. I was skipping all over the place. Okay, sorry. You can hear some other HP laptop identical to the other. Has the original screen and still works. I originally used that one exclusively for my Part 15 radio station, Talking House. Yeah, that's what I probably want to use with that laptop. I may use that as the music, whatever, server, whatever, play for the playlist. The one I was streaming here, that's the one that has a screen issue. And I may use that for something like that, because I just got another one the other day. It's an all-in-one. It's a Lenovo all-in-one. That one is in the boiler room right now. I set it up over there now. I have it with a webcam. It's not a Logitech. It's a Chinese one, but it's just as good as this one. I have it over there with a webcam. And Windows 11. That one is running Windows 11. It works nice. It works really good. They were gonna get rid of that in the office. My wife took it. She brought it. She brought it home. I wiped it out. I put Windows 10, and then I put Windows 11. I upgraded to Windows 11, and it works nice. And yeah, John. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. The one you're typing in now. Okay. Okay, I still use it for my radio station on Thursday, Saturday mostly. John, I don't care for the brand. I'm looking for. Yeah, but you should think about HP. I'm telling you, from experience, I have 4 HP laptops. They all got issues. If you want to buy HP, that's okay. That's it on you. I'm just telling you my experience with HP. You know, HP, nothing but problems I had with them. Dell laptop, no problems. Lenovo laptop, I never owned one, but I know people that had Lenovo, they love Lenovo. But in terms of HP, you want to buy one, that's fine. But I'm not buying one. I'm not buying no more HP laptops. I'm done with that. I'm not going through that anymore. Too many issues. There's too many issues with them. You know? That's why you need a 7300. No, I mean, I'm okay. When I want it, I'll just buy it, or you know. Yeah, all we got is rain. So all we getting is rain. Yeah, Elmo type video quality looks normal to me. Yeah, I think it's just sometimes, maybe I feel maybe sometimes the lighting might be too bright, but I have to brighten it up because if I don't make the light brighter, then I feel it looks grainy. You know, if I don't have that light on, it starts looking grainy. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think people want to see my face at 4K. I think 1080 is already scary enough. 4K, you're gonna see a lot more detail, and I don't think I want to. Especially if you have me on a big screen. Oh my god! I watch I sometimes watch myself on a 55-inch, and I go, oh my god! I'm like, okay, I turn it off. I go, I don't want to see that guy. Oh my god! James Ready said maybe it's on my end when the stuff. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. John, they have to push that on people is a part of the job to hear action push so they can make more money. Yeah. John, 286 today say you old, bro. Yeah, I'm old. I'm 56 years old. What do you think I am? I'm 56 years old. I got into when I got into the tech business, my first tech job was like around 1995. That was my first tech job. I went to school for my first computer school was 1993. Then in 1994, I went to Monroe College for my associate degree in computer science. I graduated in 95. 95. No, 96, excuse me, 96, 95. 96. Year and a half. It took me a year and a half to get my associate. And then I got my tech job. That's why I see. Yeah, I'm old. Of course I'm old. I'm 56. Well, I don't feel that old. My body says differently, especially my belly. But I don't feel that old. I feel like I'm wiser now. I'm a lot wiser than I was in 95 or 96. That's for sure. I wish I had this mind back in 96. I would have avoided a few things and I would have been very rich today. I wouldn't have panic sold my stock back in 99. I wouldn't have panic sold my stock in 2001, and I wouldn't have panic sold again in 2008. I would have never sold all those stocks. I probably would have been rich, amongst other things. Yeah. Let me see. Here. Keegan the XM, my dad has the Icon IC 706 since 96 and the Icon 7300 since 2019. Okay. Glenn, that's a normal 1080 video to me. Yeah. Danny, John, Danny, where's the coquito? I was thinking about it, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Coquito, I was thinking about it. Because last year, my wife made it for me, but I don't like drinking that stuff alone. I don't, you see, this, by the way, Coquito, I don't have nobody to drink it with. I just drink my beer. Because my brother was here. My brother Eric used to live here. She would make it for me and him. But then he moved out. And I'm the only person that drinks alcohol in this house. My brother Harry doesn't drink. My wife doesn't drink. And of course, I have a son. He's 8. So I'm the only one that drinks. So I don't, I could do without it this year. You know. And coquito is like they call it a Puerto Rican eggnog. Yeah, you make it with rum, coconut milk. What is it? Coconut, cream of coconut milk. I think condensed milk, nutmeg. Right? I forgot the recipe. I don't make it. My wife made it for me. She usually makes it. Before that, my mother used to make it. And then when of course she passed away, and then my wife learned the recipe. You go to YouTube, just put coquito, Puerto Rican eggnog. But I always use Bacardi. If I'm gonna drink coquito, it has to be Bacardi rum. I don't buy the other cheap stuff. There's other, I never tried Captain Morgan with coquito. It's always Bacardi. I gotta keep it Bacardi. No other brand. Right, John? Bacardi, right? Has to be Bacardi. And that's for me, it's sacrilege. If I have coquito with something other than Bacardi, they're like, you crazy? Bacardi is like our national rum is Bacardi in Puerto Rico. Yeah. And let me go here. Elmer Chan. Oh, by the way, I uploaded a new video last night, and I put in a good. Oh, thank you. Put in a good word for my. Thank you, Theo. I mean, Theo. Elmer. I saw it, and I was about to go watch it. I'm gonna watch it later because I saw that it says when I go to YouTube, it's all the people that like anybody put a new video. I saw you posted a new video. I saw it earlier today. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go look at it later. It's about digital. I saw the screenshot. So I'm like, okay, DMR and some other stuff. I was like, okay, digital stuff, okay. So I'm gonna look at it later. I'm gonna sit down and look at it because I know when I looked at the time, it was kind of a long video, so I have to sit and watch the whole thing. But that's good. You upload a video. Wow, cool. John, that little loop in the back of you works for you. Yeah, this one I built this one. This one. You mean this one? Okay, let me be careful here. Yeah, there's an AM loop that I built. I built this one. The thing is, I wish I had more. Because I use speaker wire, but how many windings is there out there right now? Is it 10? Let's see. Yeah, it's 10 windings. So this was a 5-gallon bucket. Let me see this way. This ring is a 5-gallon bucket that I cut. The top of the 5-gallon bucket? A 5-gallon bucket, right? Plastic bucket. Those big paint buckets, compound, whatever, also. Speaker wire, 10 turns. Then there's a barrel capacitor in this box. I forgot what's the value on that one. I forgot what it was. I bought it off of eBay. I had a couple of them. Of course, this knob, I had a spare knob. And it works good above On the medium wave band, about when you get to about 800 kilohertz to 1700 kilohertz, it works fine. Below 800 kilohertz, it doesn't do anything. So it works above. So I made it so maybe if I redo it, I'll take it up a thinner wire and I'm gonna do more turn to get if I want to go lower in the band. But right now it works on medium wave. But of course I have these. These are the ones, the commercial ones. This one I just built it. Yeah, it works okay. I did a couple of videos on it. It does work because I did videos on it. But below 800 kilohertz, it doesn't work that well. Of course, I use these. The one I use the most is this one. This one I use the most. For medium wave DX, I'll use this one. This one is pretty good too. The Turk. For medium wave, it's pretty good. Then of course the Big Daddy, the old one, is this one. The Select Tenor. This one works pretty good too. That's the more expensive out of the three. That one's the more expensive. That one's gonna run about. I picked it up. I think it was like $46 on eBay, something like that. This one is about under $40. The Turk. I like this one better because of the numbers. It has the numbers. Let me show you. This one has the numbers in there. The frequency. You can see the frequency numbers. The frequency numbers. This one has the frequency number. Of course, this one doesn't have the frequency numbers. That's why I don't. It just has dots. It doesn't have the. And this one has the 3.5, the 3.5 millimeter jack. So you can hook that up directly into the radio if you wanted to do that. Or you put the radio next to it, inductance. Oh, this one you haven't seen? Yeah, this one. This is the Select Tenor. It's the bigger one out of all of them. Of course, this one has no jack, no 3.5 millimeter jack. And that's the label right there for that's the if it will focus, there you go. AM radio antenna. Well, this one is pretty good too. It's just bigger. That one I got it from eBay. I bought that one on eBay. And of course, the Turk has the jack too. The Turk has the jack too right there. So, the one I take with me on trips is this one because it's the lighter one out of all of them. It's the lightest out of all of them. And they're all about the same. I have people say which one is better. I think they're all the same. It's just some people like this one because of the numbers, Some people like that. That's the cheapest one. That one you can get it for like $24. I seen that as low as $28. Under $30. This one is $30. I mean $40 range, and that one is over $40. That one's gonna be like $50 and above. I've seen as high as $80. This one. So that in terms of price, is cheapest, second cheapest, and then that one. But this one is pretty good. I would just go with this one, and then of course this for your portable. I have this one too. It works pretty good, but it's good for like small portables. For bigger portables, I wouldn't use this. It's too, For bigger portables, I would use this one or this one, And then the one that I made, which is bigger compared to that one. Look how big it is. It's a lot bigger, right? That's probably why, I think I had to do more thinner wire, more turns, and I would have got lower down the band, and it would have been pretty good. This one, I only use when I use this one, I used it for this radio. for the 800. This big old loop, I used it for this one only. The big one. Oh, the boom box. The Grundig boom box, I would use this one. It's big. You know. But for a little portable, I don't use this one. You know. I use that for the big ones. For the big dogs, I would use that. So I'm gonna check it out later on tonight, Elmer. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna sit down and watch it. Elmer time, 4K in 3D Danny show. Oh my god. I don't know about that. Keegan, I was 26 years old. Yeah, I know you were born in 96. My oldest daughter was born in 92. So I have a daughter that's older than you. She was born in 92. Yep. She works for a Norwegian cruise line. Of course, during the pandemic, she was out of work for a while, but she's a stage tech. She's a geek, stage geek. So she worked for Norwegian Cruise Lines. She's been there for a while now, a few years. John, emulation. Yeah, emulation. One more time. I haven't seen Selectana in years and years. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. I haven't done a video on that yet. I did one. I did a video when I bought it, and I think I did another video when I compared it to this. But if we're looking back on that video, I think it was an unfair comparison now because it's two different types of antennas. You know, it's just a size. Just this one is really bulky, and they're all the same type of principle. Induction. Like my Radio DX did one. He did one of a box. I think it was a PlayStation box. He wrapped a bunch of wire around there, and he used that one for longwave. With the and then I know Oxford shortwave log. He did one like that with a box. I was gonna do one with a pizza box. I was thinking about doing a loop with a pizza box. Just put wire around the pizza box and try that. But then I saw this one. I saw somebody do it with a 5-gallon bucket, so I said, I'm gonna do what he did. It looks better. I mean, it looks like it looks pretty good with the 5-gallon bucket top. Because it's strong, man. It's 5-gallon bucket plastic is strong. I wrapped it, of course. I tie wrapped it here so it don't come out. And then this is a electrical box. I drilled a hole here, and I put it built it. Before that, I had a Tupperware, little Tupperware, but then I put this in recently. So I'm gonna do a video on this one day with that box with the radio again, or that one. I'm gonna do a DX to see what I can pick up. But yeah, 5-gallon bucket. So right now I'm on 1 hour, and it's gonna be 1 hour and 30 minutes in the few. So yeah, good news too. I got approved for monetization yesterday. So now I have a super chat. I got a super chat, and I guess you saw that right when you came to the screen, or you see, or any of my videos now they have ads. Yeah, I know. Thank you. And I thought it was because I applied for it a few days ago. So I got approved for it yesterday. Yesterday morning, I got the message. I got the email, and then when I logged into my YouTube account, it says the same thing. Congratulations. And then the super chat, I had to enable that. So I got super chat, and the only thing I didn't do the membership. I'm not doing the membership thing because I can also do the membership. That's like if I want to have people want to pay a monthly membership, and I can have it like a separate. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. My thing is, the ads, okay, the super chat, I enabled it because if somebody want to tip me, they could tip me. They could just send me, and it'll come up on the thing. Like Jill's, when somebody sends a tip, they get highlighted with a different color and it tells you the amount, and then they go up on the. But it's okay. Main thing is the banners, the ad, or the, what you call it, like the little 30-second ad, because at least now I can earn something and I can use that money to buy, you know, I can use that money to buy something, whether, because I could use another switch box. I would like to buy another switch box. When I bring in the MFJ, I want to have a switch box for that. Of course, you could never, once you get a switch box, you can never have enough jumper cables. So I'm gonna have to get a few of those. So it adds up. Those little things add up. So right now I have 2 switch boxes, right? So I want to get a third one. I got this switch box, and I got the other switch box, and I want to get another one, a third one. And of course, these jumper cables, all these little jumper. These are like a foot. I mean, not a foot. 3 feet. What do you mean? 3 foot. I'm pointing over here. 3 foot. These are 3 foot jumpers. Like that. And those things, some of those things add up. So it's good now that every so often now I'll get with the money that the ads, with the ads, um, that'll go into my account, and then I can have that money to buy stuff. Or if I want to buy a little radio here and there, sometime I could buy, or an antenna. I don't know what antenna I need now, but at least I have that money I can buy stuff with. You know, 'Cause I got demonetized in July because I went below the hours. So I made it above 4,000 hours now. A lot of it was because of the live stream. The live stream got my hours up, and a couple of videos got my hours up. But a lot of it was because I didn't upload for a while, so that's why I got demonetized. But I'm not gonna let that happen again. I'm not gonna. That's not gonna happen again. Hopefully, uh, no health related issue. That's the big thing. Is I don't have. I'm not control of that. But you know, and that's why I got demonetized. So now I'm not gonna. I'm gonna really try not for that to happen, and maybe save up that money to buy my radio. See, John, I can probably buy the A7300 one day, or the ASU, if you know if I get more people watching, more viewers, more what you know, or tips. There's a little dollar sign button there now. And you can put a tip there. Add up to the Yesu, the ICOM/Yesu fund. But yeah, so I gotta make videos on this because I want to make a video on this. And of course, the back of it, you can put an external AM antenna, medium wave, or FM. FM. So there's another radio that I need to make videos on. Since I bought this radio, I haven't made much videos on it. I don't think I made a video on it at all. That I know of. I don't think I made a video on this yet. I'm trying to remember if I did. I don't think I did. So I need to make a video on this. I bought this on eBay. This one was off of eBay. I'm trying to remember the price. I think it was 50. I want to say 50. 50. See, like around $60. But it's in pretty good condition. It's not the Pro. It's the original one. Because I know the EP Pro was supposed to be an improvement from this. And then there was the which is the other one? Anyway, but it's just I Listen to this radio in the boiler room. It's pretty good. I'm gonna say for DX, it's pretty good. It's a great radio. So, but this one I couldn't pass up when I was looking for. Matter of fact, this is one of the last radios I bought. I bought this one around. That was one of the last radios that I bought. Actually, I think. I'm trying to think of another radio that I might have bought. That could have been one of the last videos I bought because I never made a video on it. I was meaning to make a video on it, but that's when my voice was really bad. Because originally I wanted to make a review on this radio, and my voice for a long time I couldn't. But I wanted to make a full review on this radio and so on, and I never made that video because of the voice. So maybe I'll make a review on that. Helmet time, yes, the 101 or the 10. Helmet time. I may get one of those CC Radio EP Pro 2 next year. Cool. The other one I was looking into was and I had it. It was like a few weeks ago. I told you I saw it on eBay. Somebody was selling it for a real good price, but I was looking to buy a Switch, and I was ready to pull the trigger on that. And I said, "Let me wait. Let me get the Switch first, and then I'll come back tomorrow or whenever." Because I didn't have money to, I just didn't have the money. I didn't have enough money to. And I was selling that radio for I think it was like $40 or something. It was like really, and it looked like in good condition. It was the CC Radio, the 3, the one with the big screen that has weather band. And I think Tyler Bird said that radio is one of the best medium wave DX radios he ever owned. Is that one, the CC Radio 3? This one is pretty good, and the 2 that you're looking into is pretty good. But he said that the 3 was, I believe, the best. I think that's what if I remember that one. And I looked into that. The only downside to that radio is that the LCD display, they have a bad reputation of them going dead. They go dead. That's the problem with that radio. A lot of them, and some of them that were selling on eBay, they had the dead screen. They were selling them for real cheap, but they had no screen. The screen was going. I'm not buying a radio with a dead screen. I'm not buying that. You can't see what you're tuning. Why would I want a dead screen for? Helmets, for some strange reason, I like to AMDX at night. I get stations from Arizona, Mexico, up to Canada. I'll get the 3 model then. Well, yeah. But like I said, the 3 model, the reason why I wasn't crazy about it is the screen. Now, because that model's notorious for the screen going bad. Some people had it for like a year, then it went bad. Some people screen never went bad, but some of them went bad. So I don't want to buy, even though it's a good radio to listen to, but if the screen is gonna go bad, I'm not gonna pay top dollar for that. I'm sorry. So that's why I bought this one too. I bought this one because I don't gotta worry about that screen going bad, Because this one is a pretty good radio. Some people said that this is the what they call it. Somebody quoted it a long time ago. I remember it was the GE radio, like the unofficial GE Radio 4 or something. No, this is not GE Radio 4. This is their own radio. The reason why this radio became well known because of the twin coil. It has a twin coil. It has this tuning right there. It has a fine tune. It has a fine tune right there for the, medium wave. It has a fine tune there. So that's what they call like a twin coil type thing. So all their radios, they try to incorporate them. Yeah, and the G Super radios are pretty good. So they try to compare this to the G Radio Super Radio. You can't. Because this is a totally different thing. And then that's another with G radio, with G Super Radio, excuse me. I have the 3. Right? I have the G Super Radio 3. I'll show you. Let me put this right here because I have another radio that looks like this. I have this one. Let me bring these two down. Give me a minute. I have this one. Oh my God, these radios are dusty. Oh my God, I gotta do some serious cleaning. Hey, you saw the belly. So this is the Super Radio 3. Right? It's a good radio. It's a very good radio. But of course, within the Super Radio, they said that this one is the worst out of the 3. So I don't have the Super Radio 1 or the Super Radio 2. I have the 3. This is the one I have, the 3. But it's pretty good. You know. Of course, maybe I'll do comparison one day between this one and the Sea Crane. Right? Now, yeah, it's still very good. But of course, I bought this one during the pandemic. I bought this one. This is the Radio Shack version of that. These are high performance. Where was it at? It says it right there. Long range, high performance TRF circuit. Let me see if I can show it up close there. So this is Radio Shack. So this is realistic. That's the brand, Radio Shack. So this is the model. What is it? 12-650A. So this looks like the Super Radio. You know? And it has the connections in the back. It has an AM, FM. You got all the connections back there. Look. You see? Maybe. It probably is. Maybe it's a rebranded Super Radio as a Radio Shack. Because it looks pretty close, right? To the original Super Radio. You know? So I would compare this one to the Super Radio. I may compare this one because this is realistic brand. I may compare this to because I play this one. This one is pretty good too. But I'm probably gonna do a comparison between this one and the Super Radio, and then this one with the Sea Crane. Do comparison. So this one is, you know, so side by side, right? Like a Super Radio, but this is realistic. Radio Shack brand. Side by side, you know, a shootout between, you know. I don't want to open it up, but I'm thinking about it. And maybe this might be Super Radio, and they just changed the badge, the name, because man, it resembles a lot like it. You got the FM external antenna, AM, FM, AM, that the around right there. You know, there's earphone jack there, and it has the FM, the AFC, the FM, AFC, yeah. So this reminds me of this. So I don't know. I gotta see a picture of the original one and compare it to this one, and see if that's. So you got within that, you know, the Super Radio 3 is not the best, and then of course they made this one. RCA made this one too. I know RCA has this one too. RCA, the same radio, but RCA. I seen that one, RCA one, on eBay. So And then this one, the back of it has the FM, the AM, and the ground. So go external FM also. So of course, this one has the filter, the wideband filter, normal filter, wideband. So this one you could yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. So you got the wide and the normal right there. Come on, zoom in, bro. So that's pretty cool. Man, I need to clean that stuff up there. Yeah, I should compare them though. I'm trying to G Super are good DXs, yeah. They're good DXs. I never had one when I was young. You know, I heard about it. And then when I started watching videos on YouTube, I said, man. Then I saw that one on eBay. I grabbed that one. I said, I'm buying this one. The other ones are more expensive. The other ones are harder to buy on eBay. I noticed that. They're much harder to find, especially you know, a working one. They're hard. They're getting harder to buy, to find. Excuse me. This one is this one you can find more often. Excuse me, sorry. This one you can find more often, but the others they're getting harder to find. And then when I saw this one, it reminded me. I said, you know, I pulled the trigger on it, and this one I only paid I forgot what it was. It might have been around $30, around $30 or so. Yeah. And that overtime that would be a good comparison. Yeah, I need to do a comparison with them. John, thank you for sharing your info. You're welcome. John, I'm on one with SMA connection. I don't know the why. You mean these radios? They don't have radios at portable radio SMA. No, I mean I could hook this up to MLA 30. I could hook this up. If I want to hook this up to the MLA 30, I could hook it up for medium wave. Well, I have it right here. This is what I make for it. Now, what radio like that? You want to hook it up to MLA 30? I just do this. You see? Now the MLA 30, it needs an adapter to BNC, and then this goes to the radio. So this is my, if I want to connect to an old radio like that with an MLA 30, I use this. So you're only going to need the adapter for SMA to BNC, and then this goes to the old radio. Like those radios or a tube radio, I use this. This is what I use. And this right here, the standoff. So this thing, you twist it, and there's a small hole in there. You can see it. I'm gonna zoom in. There's a small hole. You can see it, right? There's a small hole. You put the wire in there and you tighten. That's it. You know? And this is what I use. A standoff. For no radio. You buy they sell on Amazon, you can buy these. It's a pack of 2. I'll put the link in the description for that. And that's what I use. Like this to connect the MLA 30 or any other new antenna to an old radio. Is what I use. You know, if I want to use that too, if I want to use the outside antenna with that. Or the FM antenna. Same thing with the FM antenna. If I want to use the old radio with FM, then the cable, the 75 ohm, I have an adapter for that 75 ohm connector to BNC, and then this goes to the FM terminal on my old radio. If I want to DX, FM, except this one already has a 75 ohm on the back. See, this one has the FM. This one has the FM. Now this one, the AM, I can't use that thing, so I will have to. For this one, I would just cut the wire and strip it and just put that in the C crane. But for the other radios, I have the screw terminal. I use this. So you can hook up a newer antenna with an old radio. You can. So no. Let me go here. How much time? I bet if you took off the back cover, the board would say General Electric. Yeah, I think exactly. I think because you know what? Now you mentioned it, I think this is probably rebranded GE Super Radio, except it's Radio Shack Realistic. Because it says high performance radio. And I looked at this model. I think it's probably a GE Super Radio rebrand. This one. So I think so. I don't want to open it up, but I think so. Well, I'll look into it. You know what? I'll probably do research on it. I'll look into it. I'm sure there's information out there on that. Because I know RCA made super radios too. But that was the 3. I don't know about the early ones, if they made a super radio also for the. So it wouldn't be surprising me if there was other rebrands, other brands. And Elmer says, yes. Elmer says, I have one also. Elmer Time says, I cleaned the house in the radio room about a month ago, so all my shelves are good for the season. Yeah, no, I need to clean. I haven't done it in a few months. I need to clean all of this. But I'm gonna wait till after the holidays because I need to put the tree away and all that. And then once I do that first, then I'm gonna start bringing out other stuff because I need to put stuff in the other room. Because I'm still putting computer stuff in the other room. And then I want to have my radios organized. Because right now I got a couple of radios here, and I got most of it is here. And then I have the boiler room set up now. I have the Zenith over there, transoceanic. But what I want to do is every couple of weeks or so, I want to put one of these radios in the boiler room, and I can start making the video over there. I may even do a live stream in the boiler room with the radio. I'm looking into that too, live streaming. So I already have the computer set up over there for that. So I may do like one live stream here, then the second live stream I may do in the boiler room, or every other week I may do one in the boiler room for that. Because I want to like play these radios in the boiler room, listening to shortwave. Oh, my dog wants to. Okay, you back. Okay, so you went out, took the dog outside. Okay. How much time? Yes, the GE Super Radio version 1 and 2 are the collectors. Yeah, because a lot of them, when I went on eBay, the 1 and 2 were usually they were too expensive, or they just want to sell it for parts only. They would, and I'm not buying parts only stuff. So, and I haven't been looking, and like recently I haven't been looking at all, but if I look for one, it's probably gonna be the first one. But when I bought the 3, that was the first thing I heard. But some people wrote, "Oh, but you got the 3. That's not the real good one." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's the one I bought. What do you want me to do?" I'm like, that was the only one that was available at a good price. Yeah, I could probably try to get the first one. But I'm not paying an arm and a leg for it. I'm sorry. I'm not paying an arm and a leg for an old radio. You know? When I bought this one, I think I paid, I don't remember. It might have been under $30 or around $30. It wasn't that much. You know? It wasn't that much. It was, I'm not going to spend like $100. No, I'm not spending $100 on the radio like this. No. If I see it on eBay for $30, maybe a little more, And this one, it had paint there. It had little paint stains, and I cleaned it out. It had paint stains on the grill, But it's fine. It works good. But I'm not paying, That's one thing about me. Yeah. Can I buy more radios, but nicer radios? Yeah, I could have. Like I could have bought a Drake a few years ago, but I'm not paying $300 or $400, whatever it is for a Drake. I'm not doing that. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You know. I seen these people sell this one for $200-$300. I'm not paying to. I paid $50 for that radio. That's it. $52 or whatever it was. I'm patient. I wait. If it gets sold, okay, it gets sold. That's it. I'll wait for somebody post another one day, and if I see a good price, I'm not paying top dollar for any radio. I'm not doing it. Even if I could afford it, I'm not doing it. I seen this radio go for like $100. Ain't no way I'm paying $100 for that radio. I forgot what I paid for that radio. It was probably under $50. Same thing for this radio. I also like the RF-20. I want that radio, RF-22, but I'm not paying, again, top dollar. I'm not paying for it. I got the Sony ICF 5900W. That's the competitor to that one, I believe. That radio, I paid $25. That's it. I paid it. It was on a Craigslist seller. $25. That radio, the Sony one, I see that radio as high as $400. $400. Let me see if I can bring it over here without. It's kind of heavy too. So this one is heavier though. See this one, right? I see this radio for $400 on eBay. $300, $200 something for this. I'm not paying this. I'm not paying for that. I bought the radio for $25. $25. I bought it on Craigslist. She was selling it with another radio. I gave her $25 for this radio and $20 for that radio. I think it was $25. I gave $50 for these two radios, and it has the strap. I have it, but it was all. I had to wash it. I never put the strap back, but. This radio, like you go on eBay, go look up this radio. It's not gonna be $25, and it works. Nothing wrong with this radio. The guy that owned the radio took very good care of this radio. I already said the story about him. He passed away. And she was a widow, so this was her husband's radio. She was over to $25. So, take it, $25. But I'm not paying top dollar. The only issue is the battery thing. It broke the tab, so I had to put a piece of tape for the hatch. But that's it. This radio works fine. Yeah, it's a nice looking radio. It is cool looking radio, and it's a great radio. But I'm not paying $400 or two. I'm not paying that. So the RF-2200, the Panasonic, that's a competitor to this one, I believe. But I'm not paying top dollar for those radios. No, I'm not. Nope. Grundig boombox. I haven't looked on eBay, but I could imagine how much that boombox is going to cost on eBay, if anybody's selling that one. How much I paid for it? I think I paid $70. If I remember, I have to look at the video. How much I paid? I didn't pay $100, $200 for it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. It's rarely I go over 100 for an old radio. I done a couple of times. I went over $200 on the. I think this one cost me $200. I paid $200 for this one, for the Yaesu, 7700. Go on eBay, try to get this for $200 right now. Good luck on that. Good luck on that. You're not gonna get it for $200. I got lucky. I got lucky on that one. The guy that was selling it, I just had the money, and he had just posted it, and boom, I grabbed it. But I seen the price on that radio. It said $300 or two. I'm not paying that much for it. No, nope. Yeah, and I thought it was worth $200. Somebody said, because I think exactly what I paid for it was $225. I have to look at the video when I think it was around $225 or so. And I didn't own a Yaesu. That was my first Yaesu ever. I never owned a Yaesu, so I wanted that radio 200. So and he made offer. He was selling it for more. I think he was selling it for $275, which is still not bad. I made a make offer, and then he got it down to $225, and I said, okay, I'll take it for $225. But and because I knew that radio was going to be gone. If I waited another day or two, that radio was going to be gone. Somebody was going to buy that radio. And there's nothing wrong with that radio. The only thing is, the only issue is the volume knob is a little loose. So I need to open it. There's a nut you tighten in there, and that's it. I got to open the front, and then there's a nut you got to tighten up. And that's it. That's the only issue. And it's missing the handle. On the side, there's a handle. It's missing the handle. And that's it. And it had no feet. So I put not rubber feet. They're like felt. I stacked the two of them temporarily. So right now it's about a little high off the ground. But I'm going to get rubber feet for that, and I'll put those in there. And that's it. But it's working fine. It works fine. So, but you got to shop around when you're buying these radios. If you buy old radios, I shop around. I don't get emotionally attached to it. Emotionally attached to it is, I got to have the radio, and I'll take it down. I don't think that way. So even though I have quite a few radios, I didn't pay top dollar for any of them. Nope. Arthur How to Craft His Kitchen, he gets some good deals too. He bought the DX200, the Radio Shack, the DX200. I think he paid like I forgot what he paid, like $25 or something. It's a ridiculous low amount. Was it $25 or $50? I forgot how much he paid for his. And it was, I think, not Goodwill. It could have been Goodwill. Look the way he was. Look at Goodwill. And he bought a few radios like that, like not even like $50. He buys some good. He gets some good deals. But over here, I can't do that. Over here, Goodwill over here is horrible. They're like the worst. They have no electronics over here at Goodwill. Usually, the workers that work there, they take all the good stuff. But Keegan DX, my dad's Zenith has a Zenith Transoceanic H500 from 1951, and I have a Transoceanic from 1981. Okay. Yeah, I want to fix the one that's below. I want to fix that one. I have the 600 also. So I want to fix that one. The the R7000. Okay, yeah. I like that one too. That's a nice one. The R7000. I think Arthur has quite a few Zeniths. I think he has 3 or 4 of them. I think he has that one too, the R7000 or something. I love the Zeniths. They're very nice radios. So I have two of them. So I have the one that's in the boiler room. That's the H500. That one is the A. Is it the A600? That's the one with the regular. The one in the boiler was the spinning dial. This one is the regular slide dial. But that one I gotta restring it. I'm gonna get the kit for that. There's a kit, capacitor kit, and I'm gonna try to fix that one myself. And I really want to fix that one too. The 600. And then hopefully this one will be one I want to fix soon. The S200, the Halicraft X200. S200, excuse me. And this one, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't know. And this one I had to, this one I had to restring it. I remember this one, the cord snapped on this side, not the band spread, but this side snapped. I remember I had to fix that one. Oh my God, that was a pain. But thank God there's videos out there. No, not even a video. It was a text file. It was a forum post. So, and I did. I restringed it. It worked fine. Let me see. Keegan, so my dad got his in early 2000s. I got mine in 2011. Okay, cool. Yeah, but they're nice. I like the Zeniths. Keegan, so my dad has a Helicopters SX62, SX100. Okay. And he got the SX100 in 2019. Oh, hello, Paul. VT Radio. Paul AA1SU checking in from Northern Vermont. Are you getting snow too? Paul, you getting snow? Well, the way I'm getting rain. I'm just getting rain. Because I know you're up in Vermont, so. And it seems like I'm the only one that's in the fringe of no snow, just rain. VT Radio. I had the SX100 and previously the SX62A. Okay. Oh, okay, so you're not getting any snow. Okay, good. Okay, so Paul is not getting any snow in Vermont. Okay, good. Yeah, because everybody else is getting snow. I'm like, wow, we're dodging the bullet in terms of snow. I mean, I don't mind if we got some snow for Christmas, but Keegan DX, it snowed here this morning and early this afternoon. Okay, cool. Well, what I mean, could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse, but I think the people in the South, when they get snow, I think it's the only thing is that I think in the South when you get snow, either one, a lot of the drivers don't know how to drive in the snow, which makes it worse. Because my wife could drive. I'm gonna say my wife is a very good driver. She's a very good driver. But some people can't drive in the snow. Like, I know in the South when they even when they get a little bit of ice, all you see is accidents on the news. Of course, the news kind of hypes everything up, but I'm like, but I guess a lot of them don't drive in the snow because they don't get much snow in the South. And then when they get snow, they don't know what to do. They're like, oh my God, we got snow. We don't know what to do. So it's like when I went to Florida a couple of years ago. It was cold, but it didn't. Of course, it didn't snow, but it was cold. So I was like, wow, it was really cold. That was the first time that I was in Florida when it was cold. It was like in the 40s. It went down to the 40s in the evening. And then I think one night it went down to, it was like in the upper 30s. It was like 38, 37, which is cold for Florida. That's cold. And then the news, they mentioned the record. I think the lowest was like in Miami. I think it hit 32 or 30. That was the lowest ever recorded in Miami. It was 32 degrees. I'm like, wow. And we was not even in Miami. We was up in Central Florida. And I'm like, it was cold. It was a little cold that night. My sister-in-law had to put the heat on because they have central air and heating. So she had to put the heat on. That's how cold it got in Florida at night. So, so it's like, I don't know. Weather's crazy, you know. Recently, it's been crazy. Like I said, even in New York City, in Yonkers, Westchester County, we haven't had a lot of snow the last few years. We get some, but not like I think the first year I lived here in Yonkers, that was the record year for snow. That winter time was the record year. We had a lot of snow that winter. Ever since then, every winter has been pretty good, not bad. A few times it snowed, but not much. I think one time we might got a half a foot of snow and then it melted right away. We haven't got anything like a lot of snow since that time, like 10 years ago. So I can't complain. Today's just raining. Keegan Diaz said it stopped snowing here since then. Okay, and Bobby's going to the store. Be right back. Okay, Bobby. And Keegan Diaz, I remember watching a news intro from then WCIX TV channel 6 South Florida. Now WFOR TV channel 4 CBS owned and operated station. Mentioned cold weather there, yeah, in the mid 90s, yeah. No, it gets cold in Florida. People think it's hot all year. It's not hot all year, right? It's hot in the summertime. In the summertime is hot and more humid. But if you go like now, it's nice weather. Now it's nice. It's like, upper 60s, low 70s. You know, if you get a real good cold spell, it'll drop down into the 40s at night. It could drop down in the 40s or 50s. You know, he and there say a reporter asked an elderly lady what she thought of the chilly weather. She did a raspberry. Okay, what is a raspberry? I don't even know what a raspberry is. And VT Radio, we have a high wind warning, thunderstorm, flood watch for tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we have. We have coastal flooding warning. Oh my god, the raspberry. Ask your son. Okay, the raspberry. I don't know what that is. That news intro is on YouTube. Oh, okay, I have to look it up. Raspberry. Yeah, because cold for me is like, like right now it's not cold. It's like when I say it's cold, it has to go like in the 20s. That's when I say okay, now it's cold. When it's it's relative to others. Like some people 40 degrees is already cold. that's cold, but that's not freezing cold. Anything below 32 degrees Fahrenheit is now you run the risk of getting frostbite. That means if your skin is exposed for a prolonged period of time, you can get frostbite. Anything above 32 degrees, yeah, you can still get cold, but not frostbite. So when you get something like 10 degrees, wind chill is like below whatever, that's when, you don't want to be outside because, your skin, your face, you can get frostbite. That's cold. To me, that's cold. Right now, it's like 40 outside, 40-ish. That's not cold. For me, it's not cold. Excuse me. Where's my water? Did I even bring my water here? Oh my God, I didn't bring my water here? No, I didn't bring no water here, did I? Oh, no water. I thought I brought my water here. I'll be right back. I think I left it in the other room. I'll be right back. All right, yeah, they have it. I left it in the other room. It's right here. Right here. It's right here. There you go. Put it right here. All right. Let me try to refresh this shortwave schedule page. See, it doesn't load the whole frequency list right now. It's going to be short. I hate when it does that. Oh my God, I hate when it does that. Let me put. I'm going to look for another site. I like these shortwave schedules a lot, but I don't want to be using them anymore. If they're going to be like this all the time, I'm going to stop using them. Because I also use a short dash wave info. But that one you have to put the frequency that you want to listen to. I want to have the one that shows all the frequencies, and I just look at it. That's it. But I was playing at the moment, so that's why I like the shortwave schedule. But then the other one is the. Oh, let me click on the link. See if it's here. Anyway, I'll have to look for it later. I forgot which one is it. Yeah, but again, I want to say if I know what I want to listen to, the frequency I put it there. But the shortwave schedule, I could just click on it and show me all of them that are playing at that moment. That's why I like that one because of that. But sometimes it don't load the whole list. Which is the other one that oh man, I forgot. My God. See if I do, I'll show you. I'm gonna put the link so you can see. So copy. Although I heard this one is not that accurate either. That's the other thing. But this is the one I use first. And then I'll use that one, the one that you mentioned, the short dash wave. So I'll use this one first. I'll use that one first. And then I'll see that. But this one sometimes doesn't load all of it. It stops at medium wave for whatever reason. I don't know why it's keep doing that. Even after I refresh it, it keeps doing that. If I try to refresh it again, it keeps doing that. And it stays like that no matter what. It stays like that for a while. I don't know why it stays like that. See? I want one that lists all what's playing in that right now. Whatever, like right now, this time, I want everything that's. By the way, short dash wave, you have to know which frequency, and I want you to see everything so I could just say, okay, let me listen to this one, let me go. And that's the problem I have with this. Let's see. Is this one? Okay, so it's this one. This is the one I. Oh my god, what am I doing? Trying to scratch and then we're like, oh yeah, EBI. Okay, EIB. Yeah, EIB space. Okay, that's the one I was looking for. Okay, so EIB space, and this one you click on it, right? And this one gives you the whole list and the frequency, and it goes by the time. EIBI space. That's what I meant to say. But I like Shortwave schedule because it puts it in a nice format. That's why I liked it. But again, I don't know why doesn't it load the whole thing. That's the problem I hate with this one. Yeah, right. No, it was on earlier, but then when I did a refresh, it didn't load the whole list. It stops halfway for whatever reason. I don't know why it's doing that. So it starts at for example, a showway schedule, right? If I want to see everything that's playing right now. So that one shows you, it starts at the 40 kilohertz time signal, 60 kilohertz time signal, 153. It starts from long wave all the way to the top of the shortwave band. But this one, when it loads, it stops right now, stopping at the medium wave band. It just stops. It stops loading the rest of it. And I hate that. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm thinking about trying another browser just for that website. Let me see. Let me copy and paste that. I'm gonna open up let me see if it works with another browser. I'm gonna move this over here. Okay, go back over here. Okay, bro. I'm gonna move it over here. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste that. Let's see. Let's see if this one loads over here. Yeah, it looks like, see, on Edge. Okay, I'm gonna allow it. Okay, let me see if it's loading it. Yeah, on Edge it loads fine. I think it's a Chrome issue. So right now on Edge, that whole list loaded on Edge browser, on the Microsoft browser. On Chrome, it's giving me an issue. All right, Paul, take care and enjoy your dinner. And if I don't see you again, Merry Christmas. Because tomorrow's Friday, and I was thinking about doing something for Saturday, but I don't know yet. I don't know. It's up in the air about that. Because I know Jules is going to do his show on Saturday. His Christmas show. So if I do one on Saturday, it's going to have to be before that. So I don't know yet. So anyway, see this one on Edge, shortwaveschedule.com, and then /index, and you put now, the URL I just put there. he shows all of it that's playing right now. So I can just look at it and, it's easier to just go through it. The short dash wave.info. That's if I already know the frequency and I want to see what's playing. But I don't, some of these I don't know off the top of my head, Like right now, even though I'm probably not gonna get Radio Kuwait 17. Well, right now it's not gonna get it now anyway. But for example, like let me go down here actually, because it's already 6:26 in the evening. So I'm gonna go around 11 megahertz. And let's see. I should go to switch. Oh, yes, switch down. Yeah, it's already a little. Okay, man, you want 9 megahertz. Yeah, I do that too, but then sometimes it don't match with the list. Then I go too short to verify. Because right now, the problem with this one is not accurate. I have to go around the keyboard. I can't spin no. I got arthritis, bro. I can't spin too much anymore. I can't. My wrist can't handle that. You see, now I verify with this one. And I already know what that is, but I wanted to verify. Okay, so that's, of course, Radio Estadio España. But the other one doesn't show that. Like I already know because I heard you hear it so many times, but I still verified it over here. But I already knew that one. But you mean spin? You keep spin? I can't do that anymore. I used to. Yeah, I used to. No, Elmo, I'm spinning all the time. I can't do that anymore. I used to. My wrist. Because it was a few months ago. Yeah, like a few months ago. Early this year. I thought I was getting carpal tunnel. I had to take a break. I took a break for not to be on the computer too much because it was bothering me. I just took a break, and it went away. It was, and I had it lingering for a couple of weeks. So I couldn't even. I wasn't spinning dials. I can't do all that now. That's why I don't like to spin. That's why to me it's not a big deal about that whole. Me, either I know the frequency or more or less, and I can't be spinning all the time. I can't do that anymore. I can't because I'm telling you, I thought I had carpal tunnel, but it went away. I had it for about 3 weeks. It was bothering me, but it would bother me more when I was on the computer. Like, so one day I said, I'm not gonna be on the computer for about a week. So I wasn't on the computer for a week at least, and it went away. It just went away. So that's why I don't like spending too much anymore. I don't want to get that again. That thing is no joke. It bothers you. I couldn't even comb my hair and things like that. My hand was shaking. My hand was shaking. It was really, eating everything. It was affecting every little thing. So I shut it down. I say, my wife said, you know what, just take a break. I said, you know what, I am. For about a week, a little over a week, I didn't do nothing. I didn't go on the computer. If I went on it, it was like for a couple of minutes and I got off. That's it. I wasn't on it all day. I just took a break and it went away. I was about to go to the doctor. Yeah, I was about to go to the doctor, but it miraculously just went away. So that's why I don't like spitting. I can't do that anymore. I can't. That's why when it comes to spinning the dial, I get fatigued real easily now with that. I'll spin for here and there, but that's it. But I can't be constantly. No, I can't do that anymore. I don't want to. I'm telling you, I think that was the onset of. You know, thank God I didn't have a job that I needed to do all that. I just took a break. I said, I'm done. I'm not. I didn't. It was about a week or a little over a week. I didn't go on the computer at all. Or if I did, it was just to check something real quick, and I shut it down. That's it. I didn't want nothing to do with that. So yeah. So yeah, just keep down. No, that's not gonna happen with this wrist anymore. Because when I was in pain, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't eat, like you just mentioned. Combing my hair, and thank God it was only about a week or so that it went away. It was like a week and it was like maybe a week and couple of days. I just shut it down, and I kept icing it, and it just went away. And I think I took anti-inflammatory. I think it was it ibuprofen. I think I just took ibuprofen, and it just went away. A week later, it just went away, and then I gradually started. So thank God I never got to the point where I had to go to the doctor. But that's why I don't like spinning. I don't like doing all that anymore. I just don't. And it suffered because I stopped listening to a lot. It kind of took away from that. Like when I medium wave DX with a radio like that, or analog radio, you got to be. So for a while, I couldn't even do that. You know. So how much I just spin the radio, I spin the dial. Okay. How much time? Lucky my practice is in my ankles, not my hands. Okay. Yeah, because it was bad, man. It was hurting me. My wrist. I was like, it sucked, man. It really sucked when because your hands, you do everything with your hands, you write with your hand. I use the mouse with the hand. You want to spin the dial with your hand, and when your hand hurts, not your hand, my wrist. When my wrist hurt, you can't do nothing. You just can't do nothing. You can't do anything. It's horrible. So that took away. It took away that whole period of time. I couldn't listen to radio. I had to either know the exact frequency and put it in there, and I could listen. I wasn't gonna be spinning the dial. I couldn't. I just couldn't. It was getting worse. My pain was so bad it went up to my shoulder. My whole arm started bothering me. So the pain started from here and it went going up to my shoulder. Even sleeping, it messed me up. I had to sleep the other way instead of this way. Oh my God, it was awful. You take it for granted. You take your hands for granted when that happens. You get carpal tunnel. I knew somebody that had that real bad case of that. In the 90s, he had it. My first tech job, my supervisor had carpal tunnel. He used to go to the doctor. He used to do all these things. He had to wear a wrist thing. He has to wear like a thing for his wrist. I had tennis elbow too. That's another thing I had. That happened during the when I worked on the trains. My elbow one day just I was tightening some bolts. And all of a sudden I felt a pain in my elbow. And for a year I had trouble combing my hair, anything. My elbow was really bad. So they told me I had tennis elbow. And the only way I could stop the pain was not I had to shut it down. So I wound up quitting the job. I quit because I couldn't do the job anymore. I just left. I just couldn't. And I was trying to get compensation for it, but then they forget it was a long story. But it's no joke. Elbow. Uh, and that sucks for radio listening. Unless you punch in codes. You know. I can't spin the dial like that anymore. I can't do that. And the portable is even worse. Because then you're using your little. I can't. I can't. I do a little bit here and then. That's it. I got to know the frequency I listen to, and that's it. That's why I never care about the whole muting while tuning. I don't tune that much. I know what I'm gonna listen to, and I look for it there. I look for it here. I look, and that's it. I don't. I can't. Maybe I am getting old. Maybe I feel old when that happens. Helmet time carpal tunnel is nothing to mess with. I had it on both wrists very bad when I worked at the iron. Yeah, I could imagine both wrists. Wow. Oh, yeah, wow. That's both wrists. Yeah. Yes, I couldn't pick up a fork. It was so bad. Wow. And Bobby's back. Okay. How much time? It took me a year of healing to get back to almost normal. Okay, yeah. Because like the same thing with the tennis elbow, I heard it never goes away. You just gotta manage it. So I try to avoid that type of work now when I can. If I had to do anything strenuous, I had to wear a strap. There's a strap you put on right here. It takes pressure off the elbow. So sometimes I have to do that. Plus, I don't do that. I don't because over there it was repetitive. I was doing a lot of mods, but it was repetitive, a lot of torquing, a lot of loosening. And then of course I went to using impact wrenches, you know. Oh, you need to use this. And instead of doing it like that, just use an impact wrench. Brrr, brrr. I said, yeah, I could. But sometimes I like to, anyway, so that's what I wound up doing. I wound up investing in impact wrenches and all that. Driver, nut driver, whatever, and impact wrench, and cordless type, and all that. So that helped, but I hate that. I hate tennis elbow. Oh my god, I hate that. That thing was really bad. My arm would be shaking. But I think that's what it is. When I try to hold up something, I'm conscious of it. I can feel it. It's shaking a little bit. And that's probably why sometimes it doesn't focus. One time my forearms were swollen. I literally looked like Popeye, but I couldn't use my hands. Yeah, wow. I don't mean to laugh, but wow, that's Popeye. Wow. Again, yes, I was just watching the weather coverage on the ABC World News tonight a little bit early. Okay. Oh, you got the emojis. Okay. How much time? Look at the new emojis YouTube gave us. Yeah, I saw that on Jill's chat. I saw the new emojis. Oh, maybe that's because of super chat. The super chat. Because now that's another thing. I have the membership. I have the membership too. So now, for example, I can make my own emojis and say, if you become a member, you get these, and your name gets highlighted differently, different color, you know. Or YouTube puts a little. They have their own icon if you're a member. If I want to do a membership thing, but I don't want to do the membership thing. Everybody having fun with the emojis, you know. I don't want to do the membership thing anyway. But if I did, it would have to be something like really, I don't know. But I don't see myself doing that. I know some other YouTubers do that, like the membership thing. The I seen that, but I don't want to do that. Like I seen some that have like membership only chat live stream. I could do a live stream with members only. If so that means if you're not a member, like if you don't pay, you don't get to see that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be. I want the stream to be open to everybody. I don't want all that. If anybody want to help out, just send a tip. That's it. Or after the show, they have a thank button. I have a thank button. They could thank me like that too. They could just send a tip. Or, you know, just by viewing the video and give me a thumbs up. Hopefully I get enough views on the video that the ads will start adding up. But I don't want to do no membership. The join button, I didn't sign up for that. I opted not to have that. I could enable it, but I don't want to enable the membership. I don't want to do that. I think the tip button is okay. The tip button is okay. The thank button is okay after the show. And then, of course, the ad. You just got to put up with the ads now. That's all. And that's it. I don't want membership. I don't want to do none of that membership stuff. Because that's why I made you guys mod so you could put links. But if you're a member, you get like a highlight. Like instead of the blue, you could put whatever color, green. And then they put another badge next to your name. It's like a badge they put next to your name that you're a member. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I just, I want my stream to be open to everybody. Because I could do that too. I could put subscribers only stream, and you have to subscribe to my channel to you watch the stream. But I don't want to do that. I want people, even if they're not a subscriber, to watch my stream. Because maybe by watching my stream enough times, they might want to join, So I don't like that whole subscriber only stream either. I tried that with my other channel one time. I said subscriber only, but it was like, okay, I just leave it open. I have mods. If anybody gets out of hand, they're gone. That's it. I don't want to get to that point where I want to do subscriber only or membership only chat. I don't do that. I mean, there's bigger channels that I'm sure they make a killing off of that. But I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And and those channels that do that member stuff, I usually don't watch them anymore. Because I feel like and this is my opinion. I'm sorry, people, for those that I have membership type site. I feel like now that's going overboard. Like I think YouTube already gives you enough of a forum to I think YouTube gives you enough of a forum that you should. I think that when you get to a point when you start saying, "Well, this is my free content, but if you want my exclusive content, you got to sign up and join here." I feel like now you're starting to try to squeeze money out of people. I'm sorry. I feel like now like I'm humble. I'm humble that you see, I think some people forget that. That they forget that, that they started way down here, and it was every person that subscribed to that channel got you to where you at. And when you start doing that membership thing, you're excluding those people. You're saying, okay, only a few of you that pay me are willing to, are good enough to be exclusive, and the rest of you, you don't matter. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like now you're trying to squeeze money out of everything. Instead of just, you know what? Like me, I'm humble. I'm humble. I'm humble that I'm in a position where I could actually make it now. I'm humble that I could actually make a few dollars. Okay? Whether anybody want to send a tip, or even if they don't send a tip, if they view my videos, I'm getting money from the ads now. That's fine for me. I feel like the day I start doing membership, you're saying to the other half of the people that got you there, okay, I don't gonna make content for you no more. I'll make some for you. And you're like dividing. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Because I follow channels that did that. And the minute they went to that join button thing, I don't watch them anymore. I stopped watching them. It's just me personally. I stopped watching them. And there's a few channels out there that are pretty popular. But I feel like when you start telling people, oh, if you join my membership, you get these perks. And okay, now you know what? Now you can take those perks and do whatever you want to do with them. But I don't want to be a part of this channel no more. I feel like now you're gouging people for money. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. If it bothers anybody, I'm sorry. But that's my opinion. Because I'm looking at it as a subscriber. Right now, I am a what they call content creator, right? But as a subscriber, you have to look at it as a subscriber. I was enjoying some channels. There's some good channels. I don't want to name channels. I'm not gonna name channels. You know who they are, and I'm sure whatever. But if I'm watching a channel, I think you're entertaining guy. Okay, fine. But then the minute you start doing that, but if you want to watch an exclusive stuff, you have to pay. I feel like now you don't really care about your subscribers. It's all about the money, and that turned me off. I don't watch them anymore. I can't watch them. After that, you lost me. You lost a regular subscriber like me. Because I don't sign up for those membership thing. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not paying to see YouTube content. Right? I'm not paying for it. I'm sorry. So I can have another little badge on my name. No, I'm not paying for it. I'm sorry, I'm not paying for that. I'm sorry that goes against, you know, I just can't. I just can't. To me, that's a moral issue. I can't because I remember how hard it was to get 100 subscribers. I still remember how hard it was. And it took a few months to get 100 subscribers. And you know who helped me? Jill's helped me out. He mentioned my name on his channel. He made a video of my channel saying, go to his channel. And I gained like 30 subscribers right there in one day. I went over 100 right there. And I know how hard it was to get to 1,000. It was hard. It's not an overnight thing. It, it's a grind. And to get to 1,000 to 2,000 was hard too. So everybody that subscribed, even though they never made a comment on my channel, even if they never showed up on my live screen, I appreciate them. And I feel when you start putting the join button and the membership thing, you're losing all those people. Those are the people. Every single number that subscribed to my channel, every single every single subscriber that's on my channel, that subscribed to my channel, I appreciate them. They took the time to watch me. You know, they took the time to watch this guy. I'm humbled by that. That's why I don't like that whole join button. I don't like it. I follow. I'm subscribing to a lot of channels, but the ones that have the join button, you know, I may not I may not unsubscribe them. I don't unsubscribe them either. I just won't watch as much as I used to with some of those channels. I'm sorry, because I just can't. I can't. I can't. I start losing interest in that. There's crypto channels like that too. Like the guy has free. His channel is, you know, he doesn't have that join button stuff. I watch it, but the minute he started putting the join button stuff, and there's one crypto channel. He's a funny guy. He's a real funny guy, and he blew up. But that's what happened. I think it went to his head. It went to his head. When I was following him, I think he had like a 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, and then he blew up to like 12,000 in a month. And he got monetized because I guess he got the hours. He started putting the join button, all this stuff in the chat. You know, the people had the different. I said, you know what? It wasn't the same. You know, it wasn't the same for me. I couldn't watch him anymore. Eventually, I did unsubscribe his channel. Because it was just not. I feel like you're not genuine when you start, you know, gouging, you know, subscribe, you know, membership. And his membership was not cheap. It was not no 99 cents a month. I think he had like 3 tiers. And I think the minimum membership was $7.99 a month. And then it went up to $19.99 a month. I was like, I'm not paying shit. Just so I could watch him again on a smaller chat. No. I'm sorry. You lost me after that, bro. You lost me. And I eventually I unsubscribed to the guy because I didn't like, you know, because he came off as, at first the guy came off as, you know, he really cares about, you know, the subscriber. But then I saw that he changed when he went over 14,000 subscribers. He didn't read me when I would post on the chat. He didn't read my stuff anymore because I wasn't a member. Yeah, before he would read all my stuff. Like his chat wasn't that big, he would read all my stuff. But what happened when he got bigger? Of course, there was more people, but still, you know, you should know. Like I know, I remember the people that got you there, and that's what happened. He forgot the people that got him to that spot. Yeah, and that's what happened to him. You know, because I was Danny on that channel, on his channel. I go in as Danny Finance, and he would call out my, oh, Danny Finance, and he would, you know, read my stuff. When he put the join thing, he only read super chats. He only read super chat. If you didn't put a super chat, he wasn't going to read you. That's what happened to him. He got too big for his head. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah. So the moderators was saying, people, if you want him to read you, you got to hit the super chat. I say, I'm not hitting a super chat just for him to read my message. I'm sorry. I was here when he had 2,000 subscribers. I was here when he had 3,000 subscribers. So when he got about 14,000, whatever it is now he got, he don't remember me. I was like, how can you not remember my name? But the super chat, anybody that posts a super chat, and that to me, now you're selling out. There you go. I said it. You're selling out. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. If somebody want to send a super chat, that's fine. But I'm still going to try to read everybody's message. You know? You know? And that's what happened to him. He didn't say it, but the moderator said it for him. He said, bro, he's not going to read your stuff unless you do a super chat. I said, are you serious? He said, yeah. He's not going to read you. Yeah, that isn't my real name. Wholly unaware. My other channel is Danny Finance. So that's my other channel. No, I'm talking about when I was in a crypto channel. The guy runs a crypto channel. And I was explaining that when I go in there as, regular chat, a subscriber to his channel. And I'm telling you, at first he didn't know me. At first he would read all my messages. But then the minute he enabled the membership and all that stuff, he got all that stuff. He forgot about the people that got him there. He forgot about that. And it happened to a couple of channels that I know. He won't read your chat unless you put a super chat. There's YouTubers out there like that. There's a bigger YouTubers that when I went in the chat and I would post stuff, I don't spam. I'm not spamming to get attention. I'm sorry. I'm gonna post a message once and then I'll wait a little bit. And then so there was another guy, but I don't subscribe to his channel anyway. I knew he was another one. He went to his head. Another crypto guy. He went to his head already. He likes to promote a lot of scams. So this guy, again, the mod told me, he said he's not gonna read you unless you do a super chat. That's the only way he's gonna read your messages. I'm like, are you serious? He said, yeah, he doesn't read. He will not read anything unless it's a super chat. Anything else, he's just gonna look at it and wait for the super chat to come out. Then he'll read the super chat. If he reads your stuff, it's because it's really slow. And it's not like they're getting, 1,000 people watching. It's the same like Jill's, like 100 people, 50 people watching, 70 people watching. He said, nope, super chat only I'm reading. That's it. And to me, that's selling out. You're selling out now. Because when you started, like when you started, you didn't have super chat. So why now you're too good to read everybody's messages? That's not a super chat. No, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not gonna subscribe to that channel. Bye-bye. So eventually that's what happened to him. Oh, you're only gonna read super chat? I'm sorry, then you know what? I'm not gonna pay for you to get my attention. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. And I'm not stingy about being making people mods. I'm not stingy. I know some that are really stingy when it comes to mods. Oh, I don't want to make it, even though I've been in that chat 100 times. That's another one that irks me. And I stopped watching that channel because I'm sorry, bro. This guy been on your chat at least 20, 30 times. He's been in the chat. You can't give him a wrench? So you can at least post links. And there's channels like that too, that they don't want to give nobody mod status. And that irks me too. I lose trust in people like that. I say, you know what? I'm not going to watch this guy either anymore. And I stopped watching him too. Because I know that he had people in there that have been there for a long time. And you don't want to give them mod status? Like, what the hell do they need to earn? What they need to do to earn a mod status? Because it helps if you have a wrench. Because people can see your name more and they'll say, okay. Because it happened to me. Every time I go to a chat, if I see the ones I see with the wrench, I'm going to notice them first. And maybe I'll check out their channel. I'll copy and paste the name. I'll go on YouTube. I'll just say, oh, he got a channel. Okay. It looks like when you have the wrench, it's a little more highlight, right? It's like a badge. Then somebody that doesn't have a wrench, right? So, and plus you can post your link. So the people that, like in the channel I'm talking about, I don't want to mention his name, but the same thing. He only has like one mod. And he has a whole bunch of people in the chatting. And I'm like, this guy's been here for a while. I've been coming here for a little bit, but I know people that have been going there for a while. Give him a wrench. Like, why are you so paranoid? Like, give the guy a wrench. Well, the worst thing he's gonna do is he's gonna boot somebody that you don't want him to boot. Then I'll, let him know. Listen, don't just boot him because, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a big deal. So I could see that guy doing the same thing when he gets bigger. He's gonna probably do the join membership nonsense. Now I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because you know what? Every single person made this channel. All 2,113 people made this channel. Even if they never posted a comment on my video, they never watched me on the stream. The fact that they subscribe to me and they even see my videos, I'm thankful for that alone. And that's why you're not gonna see membership here. It's not gonna happen. I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't like it. I don't like it when it's on other channels that I watch. I don't watch those channels anymore because of that. I'm sorry. The day you start saying that I gotta pay you to see more content from you, no, you lost me on that, bro. You lost me. Bro, and I went to your head. Seriously. And I went straight to your, you're gonna lose some. But they do it, because when they get bigger, they figure, what's gonna be a few people leaving when I have 100,000 people? That's the case. That's the case. But you know what? I wasn't brought up that way. I was brought up to be humble about everything. I wasn't brought up that way. I remember when I had my first subscriber, that was me. My wife. My wife was my first subscriber was my wife. Oh, Annie subscribed to my channel because I don't even she was subscriber number 2. I mean she was subscriber number 1. My wife. And then, then the rest is history. But so basically when you do that join thing, you're telling half of your whatever number amount it is, you're telling them, you know what, you don't matter anymore. That's what you're telling them. I hate to say it. You're telling them you don't matter. Like, okay, you know what? If you want to leave, leave. You don't matter. And that's what you're doing when you do that. And I don't like that. I just don't like that. Oh, let me read up here. I'm sorry. Okay, I saw all these emojis, all these new emojis. Glenn Dansler, please don't snow, South Carolina. I hope not. And all these more emojis. And welcome back, Bobby. And Elmer Time said, well, I advertised your channel last night on my video, so you may get a few more subs. Thank you. Well, thank you. Elmer Time said, I agree. Yeah. Elmer Time, I sign up for exclusive monthly mailers for my Scratch and Sniff December edition. LOL. Yeah. And Elmer Time again. To me, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't pay to watch a video creator. Yeah, I think the membership thing is ridiculous. I'm sorry. It is. I think it's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Now you're losing sight of now if you want to do your own personal outside of YouTube, like a personal pay site, whatever, that's fine. But I think it backfired on some people because I'm telling you from my experience, if I follow you guys, right? I follow, whatever. But say whoever. I'm not gonna say who, but you say whoever. Say one day and it happened. This guy got 30,000 subscribers now, whatever. And I watch his videos. But then he started he put the join thing, exclusive member, 3 tier, whatever. And then I went to his live stream, and now I see green names with the badge next to it. Oh, and he starts shouting them out now. And now you lost me. I'm sorry. Because you know what? I got you there too. I was one of the 30,000 people. You understand? Just because I can't afford to give you money, you're not gonna call me out on the chat no more. You're only gonna call out on the people that got a different color on the name, or they got the badge, or they do the super chat. Now you know what? Now you putting this is now you classifying this sort of subscribers is the lower tier. That's what you're saying. So I can't respect that. I'm sorry. Now it's all about the money. You see, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. You know, and we all started from the same thing. We all started from 0 subscribers. Okay, we all started from 0. So I can't see myself doing that. I just can't, because I think that's it. I think you're just selling out. You're selling out. You're saying, you know what? It's about the money now. You're not being genuine. You're not genuine no more. So as a subscriber, I can't watch somebody that's not genuine. You know, I can't. I would say I start losing respect. I lose respect for that channel. I say, you know what? I can't watch them anymore. Good luck on your channel. I see you on your way to being famous and all that, but I don't want no part of this. You lost sight on who got you there. You know? And that's what happened. I seen that happen for a few channels. I seen channels that they started. I think there was a time where I had like maybe 1,000 subscribers. There was channels that were below that, and they blew up, especially during the pandemic. And when I got sick, I told you for 6 months I didn't upload a video. Some of those channels blew up. They blew up, and I would leave a comment. They didn't reply to my comment no more. I know there's a few YouTubers like that. They don't reply to comments. Some do. Not, and I'm not saying to reply to every comment, but for the love of God, reply to some. You know what I'm saying? People take out their time out of their life to comment on a video. Like your video, whatever. Comment back. Thank you. Is that hard? They got you there. You see what I'm saying? You know, if the channel is your thing, treat it like it. Don't forget about those people that take their time to comment on a video. Say thank you. You know, it goes a long way. As a subscriber, there's channels that are way bigger than any of these channels. And he replies to every comment I posted. And that guy has like, I don't know how many. He's about to hit 100,000. And the guy always, even if it's 3 days, even if it takes him 3 or 4 days, he replies. He replies, thank you. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny Shortwave, or whatever. Thank you. He just put thank you. I say he doesn't have to write a whole thing. Just say thank you. That's it. And I'm like, wow, this guy really gets it. But there's some YouTubers that have way less than what I got, and they don't even reply at all. Way less than what I have. And I know a few, and I post a few comments after that. By the 3rd or 4th comment, if you haven't replied to my comment, bro, I subscribe to the guy. I say, you know what? I don't care how. I say you're gone. I can't deal with that either. I'm sorry. I can't because if you don't care about your channel, I get it. Then you know what? I just couldn't watch him anymore. And he has way less. He has probably I'm not gonna name who it is. Let's just say he got about 500, 400 something. I think he's at. He don't reply to. I see the comment. He doesn't reply. He only replies to one person out of like a bunch of comments, and that's it. And it was like 4 or 5 videos that I commented on. You would think he'd be like, oh wow, this guy, He's paying attention to my channel. Let me at least engage with him. Nope, he never replied. He never replied to any of them. No, it's okay if you miss one. I missed some. But I'm saying, like, this guy has a habit. He doesn't comment. He doesn't like to comment back. And I know the notification thing too. I know that. I get that. But this guy doesn't have a lot of videos. He doesn't have a lot of videos. He doesn't have like 400 videos. This guy only has a few videos, a few dozen. And you know, I comment, okay, and I left some good comments. I mean, I really, you know, open myself up. I said, you know, I like what you're doing. Nothing. Nope. I said, okay, maybe he missed this one. Okay. And then the second one. After the third or fourth comment, now you lost him. Now you lost me. Okay, this guy, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Okay, you know what? I can't watch this guy no more. You know what? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna suck up to you after that. No, I'm sorry. And that's it. I unsubscribed to him and I will not watch his video ever again. That's it. He lost me forever. You know, it's channels like that. If you have after a while, if you don't comment back, after I put so many comments on your channel, and you can't comment not even one comment out of the 10 that I left there, I'm gonna say, you know what, I can't watch this guy. You know what, I'll lose interest. I'll say, you know what, you're not interesting to me. You probably don't care about your subscribers, and therefore I'm not gonna bother. My time is too much. My time is limited and it's too valuable to waste my time on you. That's what I basically told this one. No, I'm sorry. You know, this channel, I'm still behind on a few comments, and a lot of it happened when I was out. When I didn't post for 6 months, I was out. I was just out of the. And I go back. I go back every once in a while, and I still trying to catch up. I'm still playing catch up on some of that. But I try to answer every comment that I can. I know it gets to a point where, oh, you're gonna have too many comments, but at least try to answer some. Because if people watch your video and they see a whole bunch of comments and they don't see a reply to them, and it's coming from the same person that made them, that's a pattern. Okay, this guy he don't want to deal with that. You know? Because that's another way. That's another way if you're gonna lose subscribers. You don't comment. You don't gotta comment back. And you don't have to do every single comment back. But at least, you know, like if you have one video and it has 4 comments, at least answer 1 or 2. Then if you have another video that has 10 comments, at least comment a few of them. You know? But don't make a video and there's like 10 comments and you never you never replied back to that video. That's not good. That's telling me that, you know, you don't, you know. Yeah. So let me go back up here. Holy Unaware. So you're telling me Shortwave is in your, yeah, it isn't my real name. Hey, what's up, what's up, Holy Unaware? How's it going? Elmer time. Yes, he becomes an entertainer like a circus elephant doing tricks for peanuts. Yeah, exactly. You know, he's doing it for the money now. You know, that's not my intention. That was never my intention with this channel. You know, now if I could make a little something on the side, and it's gonna go all the way back to the channel. It's gonna go for radio or whatever. Right now, I'm gonna want to get a Switch. I want to buy another Switch, so now the ad money should be for that. I'm gonna buy my Switch. My next Switch is coming with the ad YouTube money now. Now that I'm back on monetization, YouTube money. You know, now it doesn't have to come out of my pocket and things like that. You know, and how much time I need to throw some logs on the fire. The wood stove is calling. Okay. Yeah, Vegan DX, my dad has logs burning in the wood stoves since this morning. Hey, you guys got wood stoves. Wow. Welcome back, Paul. Paul is back. Helmet time. Yes, my wood stove has been running nonstop today as well. The next 3 days will run nonstop. Okay, cool. MVT radio. I used to burn wood at my old house. It was great heat. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Well, I hate in the room. I have a fake fireplace. I wish I had a real fireplace connected to the chimney. I wish I had that. I've been to a long time ago. I went to some house in New Jersey, and they had a nice fireplace, and they had the wood burning. I was like, man, that looks beautiful, and it was warm. It warmed up the living room fireplace. It's pretty cool. Keegan Neal said, I try to reply comments I receive with my brothers. Yeah, I mean, at least try to reply at least a couple of comments. But I know YouTubers they don't care about replying to comments. And when if I'm a subscriber to that channel and I see a pattern that you don't reply to comments, I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what? You're gonna lose me. You know, those are the ones that I get on after a while. I'll be like, you know what? I stop posting comments. Then eventually I'll stop watching their videos, and eventually I'll just unsubscribe and I'll be done with that channel. If I take out of my time to post a comment on another channel, the first one I'll say, okay, maybe the algorithm didn't see that one. Second time, okay, I'll give him better. About the third or fourth time, the fifth time, sixth time, now that's a pattern. After 6 or 7 comments or whatever it is, if you haven't replied to any of my comments out of 6 or 7 of them, that's a pattern, bro. That means that you know what? You don't really care about your subscribers. So I'm not gonna follow you anymore. I'll be like, okay, here you go. I just can't. I can't follow. I cannot subscribe to someone like that. I cannot subscribe to someone that's gonna be like that. Like just not care about the subscribers. That's who got you there. You know, I can't. Like they forgot what they forgot how they got there. You know, they just forgot. And I can't follow someone like that. I'm sorry. You're not a child. You're a grown adult, and you're doing that type of stuff. You should be humble that people follow, your channel, that you have whatever amount, and you can't take a few seconds to thank them on a comment. No, you lost me. After that, you're losing me. You're losing someone like me. Yeah, so that's why I don't care about the join button. I don't want nothing to do with that. Keegan DX, occasionally I miss a comment that I find later because of the way. Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. I just I give benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying the first. I give benefit of the doubt until like I said, I usually have a number like 6 or 7 times. You know, if I see after the 6 or 7 time or the fifth time I post a comment and you haven't replied to any of them, nah, bro, you're on your way out. I'll start like tuning you out, and then I'll be like, okay, I can't follow this guy anymore. I can't watch him. Okay. Hello, Dwayne Trivet. And I see you're okay. Yeah, I'm going down the list right now. I tried to catch up, and I hope you're doing well, Dwayne. And Davis Radio Room. Hello. And everybody saying hello to each other. Okay. So I have to catch up. Yeah. So I got 13 people watching and 3 hours and 20 minutes in. 3 hour mark. Okay. 7:20 in the evening. Okay. Yeah. So right now it's rain on and off. That's what I'm seeing here. So Yeah, hopefully no snow everywhere else. Or if you do get snow, hopefully it won't be that much. And get through this weekend. For us, we're gonna get a cold spell on starting tomorrow night, all the way all through the weekend. We're gonna have a cold spell. So, and I'm thinking about Saturday, and I'm gonna see what happens on Saturday if I do a show on Saturday or Sunday, whichever one. It depends on a couple of things. It depends on where my excuse me, my wife is gonna take my son to her sister-in-law's house, and he's gonna stay over there for one night. So I don't know which day that's gonna be. So I might be alone in the house here, and whichever day that is, I may do a live show that day. I may. I'm not saying I will, but I may. I don't know yet, depending on you know. Otherwise, it's probably gonna be my last show for before Christmas, because I was thinking about doing a Christmas show before, but Joseph's gonna have his show on Saturday. So if I do one, it will have to be either before his show or on Christmas Day. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, Tube Radio. Tube Radio will warm up the room. And out of all the radios, which one warms up the most? I think this one is the one that gets warm the most. The SX25 is the one that really gets warm. Literally, you touch it, it starts getting warm on the top. The Zenith, not so much, but that radio gets warm with those tubes, big old tubes in there. That radio gets warm. I know that because when I had that, I play that one in this room when it's cold, and I could feel it. That one warms up the room. SX25. So that is a room warmer. I think that's gonna be the next radio I'm gonna take to the boiler room after the Zenith. I may just take this one next and hook that up and do a band scan with that again. Do a band scan with that one because that one definitely warms up the. Well, I'm in the boiler room, so the boiler's warming up the room, but that one will make it hotter. That one I really felt it when it gets warm, and that one you open up the top. It got the lid. You just open it, and you can feel the heat from the tubes come up. Yep. So I'm gonna see what happens next couple of days because if my son goes over there because they want to see him over there. They want to see him. So and we don't have anything planned for this Christmas over here. So he's gonna go over there because it's a family thing. They haven't seen them in a while. They saw him last year at his birthday, but So I don't know if I'm here alone in this house, then I'll probably pop in and do a stream. I don't know yet. So anyway, I think I'm gonna sign off now. It's 3 hours and 25 minutes, and I'm gonna call it an evening. And I just want to thank everybody for stopping by. If I am not back on another live stream before Christmas, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Enjoy your Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And I know Jules is gonna do a show on Saturday, so I may be on there. I don't know, but like I said, we'll see. We'll see. I'll know if in the next 24 hours what's gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. I've been out for 3 hours. I don't want. I was gonna. I don't want to do another 5 hour show today because I got things to do upstairs and I got to make dinner for my son right now. My wife should be home any minute. So Yeah, thank you, everybody. And Merry Christmas to everybody. And I will see you soon. Be good to each other. And like I said, enjoy your holiday. Merry Christmas. Take care.